Yeah, he loves. He loves comedy.
Do you like living with somebody that's not a comedian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it. Because I can run jokes by him, and it's not a jaded opinion. It's like he just goes yes or no.
Right.
Which not that I even run. I showed him my sketch that Nick and I just made, and he loved it.
Yeah.
So it's cool to show. I show him more reels than.
You think it's better as a test audience than
an
actual?
Yeah, because he's not a comic.
Right. Yeah.
So he's giving me a genuine, a person's opinion.
The other thing,
and also he's not annoyed by the whole process,
right?
Because
that's why we're jaded.
Anytime somebody's running a bit by me, I'm like,
yeah. Which I hate that too. I hate that as well. I don't.
It's different. Like you'll text me bits, I'll text you bits, stuff like that. Where we're just working an idea out and help me.
But trying to run a bit by you in conversation.
That's the
trying to slip it in as if it's this natural thing.
Slipping it in without asking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gay.
Slipping it. You can't slip a joke in without consent.
Yeah. You
can't just go sliding them in.
That's comedy rape.
This is a feminist podcast.
Yeah.
And we do not support sticking it in without consent.
No, don't slip it in without consent.
Yeah.
You having trouble there?
No, I wasn't. I was lining it up perfectly.
Oh, okay. That's why you're adjusting.
It just fell on me a little bit. Is there a way to...
Oh.
Why are you being mean to me, Scott?
I'm not being mean. I'm just being critical.
Oh, there we go.
That's my feelings either way.
There we go.
You want to smoke this ball with me?
No, I'm going to do this fucking death trap.
Yeah, but
you're going straight in?
I'm not doing both. I'm going to do that one.
Alright, fine.
I can't. Dude, do you remember what happened on the... I was the first guest, by the way. First guest.
Dude, why are you looking at the other
camera? I don't know which one to look at.
What are you talking about?
Well, because it's not got a red light.
Well,
yeah, do your job. Do the button.
It's on.
Hey,
it's on you.
My producer, right?
Oh, yeah,
Gabe paid for him, actually.
That's right.
But
you know I love
But me too, a little bit sometimes.
I was just saying, I was the first guest on Stoney Baloney.
You were.
With fucking deal. Don't mean to brag.
We might even one day need to redo that episode and those stories, just because the audio quality was.
Well, hey, let me tell you something.
That was the roughest.
All audio and video.
Well, can I tell you this?
The camera I had was garbage.
Well, let me tell you this, dude. We had one episode. We had the GM and the owner of Sunset on.
Yeah.
Christina and Haley.
Yeah.
And
nice.
Haley.
Did you do that a lot?
And
that was a 6.5.
Yeah, that was a weak one.
7,
and had them on though, and the audio fucked up. And we still released it with just the video. It's got over 100 views.
Nice. Well.
So I guess not too many people are as picky as I am about the audio.
You got indigestion?
I had Taco Bell.
Did you have lasagna at 3 in the morning?
I had Taco Bell.
You scarfed it down.
I have
too.
lasagna in my fucking Forerunner right now that I forgot about.
So Nick doesn't have a mic on this one.
Probably should never eat
that. No, that's good.
You guys should get Nick a mic on this one.
Good for it.
No, I'm throwing that lasagna away as soon as we're done with this. I gotta fucking.
I prefer Bolden.
It's been in there since 3:45. It's been in there a while.
Oh yeah. Oh, so it's already been in there.
And I was riding around with it with the AC on. No. But ever since I've got home, it's just been fucking.
But that's worse.
Where'd you get Italian from here?
The AC. That's just room temperature. That's right where the bacteria likes to hang out.
Where do you get Italian from Austin?
He knows an Italian guy.
Sapaglia?
There's more than one Italian guy.
Yeah, but they cook.
Yeah, there's 3.
Did you know Centofanti's a Jew?
Italians can be Jews. You learned this yesterday.
Don't say it like that, though.
Don't call it like I see it.
You just said it. It was a very hard.
It was like you were disappointed.
It's just because
Yeah, it's like you just found out your son was gay.
Yeah.
That's the way you said it.
He's a Jew.
And a Jew.
Yeah.
Anyways, apparently he cooks a lot.
One of them cooking Jews. Huh?
Yeah, he loves an oven.
Shut up.
God damn it. Sorry.
Sorry, David. I don't condone this at all.
I thought he was more Italian than a Jew.
Oh my god.
Is it half and half? Did you ask for his 23andMe?
He's Jew-like.
Okay. So he's like Jewish.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah. He's Jew-ish. I like that.
You're so silly.
That's funny.
Remember when you asked to borrow Gabe's deodorant?
Mm-hmm.
And then and you act like that was an
Oh,
okay
I
thing to
found
do.
my own.
And then I asked to borrow your brush, and you looked at me like I was fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. Ew, why would I do that? 5 minutes before. Hey, Gabe, can I borrow your deodorant?
Hey, can I borrow your sweat stick to rub on my sweat spot? No,
Yeah,
no, you cannot.
Also, hairiest guy on the road trip. Can I borrow your deodorant? Okay, never mind. You're right. Hairiest guy other than Mason. Jesus Christ. It's getting thicker. What's happening?
Like right now, like as
I can watch it grow.
I just did my back, so that's nice.
I think what happens every time you shave your back, it just grows out the
It
front.
just
It just moves.
migrates.
You're not shaving it. It's just fucking
My Bill grades. Sorry.
What?
Your what?
Bill grades.
You've been apologizing for your puns lately.
Bill grades.
No, this sucks. I hate this.
You keep saying it, but nobody's getting it.
Yeah, you keep saying it like it's a thing, but it's becoming less of a thing the more you say it.
No, they're gonna catch up.
No.
We aren't. We are not.
Thanks for doing our podcast.
Yeah,
Thanks for doing the first
me,
one.
dude.
Fuck. So this is Stoney Baloney podcast. You kind of know the rules of the Stoney Baloney. We might have tweaked things a little bit since the first one that we did. But what it is we're all going to tell stories based on the story that you tell, right? Gabe and I, one of us is going to lie, one of us is going to tell the truth.
Okay.
Starting this episode, it's from here moving forward. It's one
We
liar.
finally locked down the
only like
25
first or
episodes.
Get a massage.
Oh no, you tell your story first, and then
I'm
Gabe
first,
and I
okay.
will kind of figure it out.
Well,
as
do
we
you
go.
want me to? You want me to hit that fucking?
Marvin's just hanging out.
Well, dude,
You
yeah.
start telling your story.
No, I mean he's taunting.
Just tell your story.
He's sitting there. He's not even looking at you. This feels racist.
I kind of wanted us to get it out of the way.
Remember? Do you remember when Walmart?
What is that?
Remember before,
Oh God!
Remember before COVID when
He's
Walmart
holding his breath
was
over
open?
there.
I got
24/7?
PTSD from that fucking thing, dude.
For real, as soon
Like a
as it came
child that
on,
doesn't want to eat their vegetables.
it was like it was Pavlovian.
Look
though.
at it; it turns yellow, dude.
Good.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted to do.
It doesn't turn yellow. No. Well, I mean.
I think it's crazy that you hit it dry like that. So is it not supposed to have water?
I mean,
There's an attachment that.
hey, that ain't the only thing I hit dry, bud. Okay.
Yeah, I finally got better.
You figured it out? Let me do the math. Let me.
Oh my god, that was yellow. It was like neon.
Xenon. Wait, Xenon. Is that what people do?
Xenon was that Disney movie.
Well, that's Xenon.
With Hillary puffed that fucking thing.
Hillary Puff.
Wait, are we talking about Scientology?
Xenon. Is that Scientology?
The evil word Xenon? No, Xenu.
Xenu, that's right.
Wait, I think
Careful,
when you guys
careful,
made me
tell
hit
water.
this on the other one,
Yeah,
I don't think there was water in it.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Am I gonna suck the water in though?
No.
Not unless you like
Don't
tilt
drink
it
it.
back towards yourself.
Yes. Not a funnel.
I don't want to mess up my hair.
Oh, well, I mean, of course.
No, your hair looks perfect. Looks the exact same way it did before.
Dude, I'm.
You look more autistic.
Alright, you
Your
gotta lean,
eyes.
he's gotta lean forward a little bit, or he is going to just keep that angle the whole time. There it is. That's what Papa likes. There it is.
Everything's white. I can't.
Some things never change.
Don't throw up.
No. It tastes good though.
It tastes good though.
Oh, fuck.
He hates it the most, but he hits it the hardest. You know what I mean? He's like, look, I don't want to ride the roller coaster, but when I do ride the roller coaster, I'm gonna fucking scream the loudest and put my hands up more than anybody else. Look at him. Yeah.
It tastes good. No, I mean it tastes. That's good weed.
Yes.
So yeah, there I was, smoking meth.
Yep.
Now let me know when you want me to start.
We've started. We told you that. We started.
You want me to
Do
start
you
the
remember
story?
remember before COVID when Walmart was 24/7? Do you guys fucking miss that?
Isn't that weird that's a thing of the past?
No, it's
cover your mouth, please.
It's still a thing in Arkansas. So.
Well, yeah,
So
that's
when I
because
gradu-
COVID wasn't.
When I graduated high school, I didn't know what I was doing, like many of us, right?
Huh?
And I just was like, I want to do drugs.
I mean, no, none of us knew what you were doing.
I just wanted to do drugs. I just was like, I want to experience. I'll never forget when I graduated. I was like, I want to try every drug that exists.
Yeah.
I was like kind of obsessed
Mhm.
because I loved movies like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. You know, all the movies that glorified doing drugs and shit.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do it because they make it look a lot more fun than it is.
Well, here's the thing. There's moments of it that are that fun.
Yeah, but it's not what they make it
It's
seem.
not. But yeah, those moments are.
They don't tell you
fleeting.
about how you're gonna maybe go to prison or
Yeah.
ruin your life.
Yeah.
You know, they don't tell you about the fake drugs that you're gonna buy that don't work. They don't tell you about that.
Fake drugs are those should be illegal. Okay.
Yeah.
Fake drugs should be against the law.
If you sell me a piece of candle wax instead of crack, that should be more prison time than if you sold me actual crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah, that was just me being like, snap, sister.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing a film thing.
Go girl.
So,
Do you want?
so when I got my first apartment.
Do you want to do this?
I just said, do you want? All right, don't exaggerate. All right, I can handle it. Hey, that lives at my house now. You think I don't ever just bust that out on a fucking
Do you
Sunday?
sometimes?
Don't worry about what I do.
You sit alone and hit
That ain't
that.
the only thing I do with it.
Again, mind your business.
How your lips taste?
Everything's a suppository.
No, that tasted
Right?
really good.
It's
That was
Did it?
good.
shaped right.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of piney. I don't really like piney
I do.
flavors.
I like it.
Oh, we don't have
I like the earthy taste. I like it.
I need to go out anyway.
Yeah.
It's on the.
Where you going?
I'm gonna get headphones, actually.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Should I keep telling the
Oh, you
story?
wanna hear
or
one
not?
out? yeah, you can just hit these 3 buttons if you want. Do you need a poker or something?
Poker
Yeah,
in the
it's an
what?
ashtray.
It's in the ashtray.
Poker what?
I don't
Should
even
I
know
keep
it.
going or?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, we're still nothing's.
So so I eventually start smoking meth, and then start taking Xanax, which is
I like that. There's a lot of build up.
Oh, because dude, when I get
between
to
I'm gonna smoke or I'm gonna do drugs, and I'm smoking meth, but it does feel like a pretty quick trip once you get to the I'm smoking meth part, because then it's all just I'm smoking meth. From that point on, that's.
But also, it's not only is it smoking meth, it's also doing whatever drugs are in front of me.
Especially once you've smoked the meth.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that. Hey, get
Yeah,
this. Actually,
once you've smoked meth, there's no like you've set a bar.
no,
Everything
that's
else
not-
is under the bar at that
Well,
point,
dude.
except heroin.
so I actually.
not everything.
You'll probably think this.
But once
is
you
funny.
do heroin, everything is fair.
So, dude, whenever I decide, so here's
That's
what's
a-
funny
that's
about
a
the meth
delivery.
stuff. I literally told myself, I go, hey, I'm gonna smoke meth.
Yeah,
I made the decision, and then I drove to
it was like a conscious
West.
decision.
Yeah,
Fuck.
drove to West Memphis to go get. So first of all, this was back when you would buy boxes. You know what buying boxes is?
Yeah, buying Sudafed for the cooks.
It was.
Oh.
So you would go to Walmart. You'd hit all. They limited you, and they made you sign up
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
computer
ID.
thing, and you would be put in a system.
Yeah, you're in the database.
So you
Oh,
couldn't for another 30 days.
Super Bowl.
So what you would do is you'd go to different Walmarts and buy the different boxes of Sudafed. And y'all obviously you had to get the PM.
And then CVS's, and then sometimes there were some gas stations that would sell it. Like,
right. Well,
early on, they just had them like behind the case at gas stations and shit.
Yeah. So when
I've heard. I'm like,
yeah.
Wait. So is this like
statute of limitations?
Is this literally where you have the raw materials like a video game?
So what you would do is
like give you.
Yes, exactly. It's like Minecraft.
So it was meth.
Sudafed.
and what you would do
is
Sudafed
is a precursor to methamphetamine.
Yeah.
So
I'm on Sudafed.
Sudafed's really illegal, is what it was.
Along with like red phosphorus and like lithium batteries, some pool cleaner. You know what I mean? Like
cat litter.
Just a couple of things.
Yeah. Lithium battery strips.
Cat litter. That's right.
You could also get.
No, I named the.
You could also get red phosphorus meth, which is where they take a bunch of matches. And take the phosphorus off of it.
The matches.
Yeah. Anyways, what we were getting was called anhydrous, and it was the white meth. It wasn't crystal. It was the cheap man's shake and bake, is what they called it. And it's what a lot of people got. A lot of people got blown up from it. Because it's called shake and bake.
Because it was the easy. It was what users.
It was the poor man's way. It was the cheapest way.
That's like
to do
a user-made meth.
Exactly. Yeah. Somebody who just was fucked up and they couldn't get any, and they were like,
but by the way, it's still like, I mean, it
worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Exactly.
Like it worked. Believe me. And so what you would do is so I drove my buddy that could do it.
He was like, I had some on the way here. Trust me.
Yeah.
Still works.
That was actually Adderall, which is legal.
Yeah. And you have ADD, so it's fine. Yeah,
it's fine. Now I'm just focused. And so I drove to West Memphis. It was my first time doing meth, and we brought the boxes with us. And you trade the boxes to the cook, and then he disappears for like 6 hours. And so you're just sitting at this tweaker pad while they're doing meth that they won't share in the bathroom. So you're just sitting there. I ended up taking a nap. And I woke up and they...
Which honestly is a smart thing to do. That's a great pregame to meth. I'm about to smoke meth for 3 weeks. I should probably take a nap before I do this.
Mm-hmm. But also, like we've all fallen... Like, if you do drugs for long enough, you end up falling asleep in a place that was very shady. And you should not have trusted the environment enough to go unconscious. But you've got to sleep.
I was with a good friend.
Or there's nothing to do and you're out of drugs.
But no, there was nothing to do. And I wasn't even old enough to drink. I was 18, 19. And so, it's like 5 a.m. Dude comes in, twack. By the way, the guy we were staying with, he's changed outfits like 7 times. And then the dude walks in and he's like trying to bite his ear, you know? And he fucking comes in and he throws the tinfoil down on the table. Open the tinfoil, there's an eighth of meth.
An eighth?
It was about an eighth, yeah.
Fuck.
And we just, which I didn't know. So
an eighth would keep us up of good meth?
Oh, that'd be
a couple weeks.
That'd be a week, dude. No problem.
A gram would keep us up for like 3 days.
And that's if you're being stingy with it too.
Yeah, but no, that's the thing is you don't even have to. You could just smoke it all at once and then be up for 3 days.
Yeah, residuals. But then that's when the thievery happens.
That's how meth works. There's certain amounts of meth equals certain amounts of days. It doesn't matter if you span it the fuck out. Right. It's just gonna do what it does. 100%. You gotta kind of roll with the
punches. But you'd rather
days of not sleeping, and it's just like I haven't smoked in like two plus days. But also you're like, or how long was it?
Dude, I smoked.
How long is a day?
I smoked 1 bowl of actual. Have you ever done actual crank? The yellow stuff?
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
It's like kind of gooey.
Yeah. So I did 1 bowl of that and I was up for 48 hours. Yeah. Off of I hit it 3 times maybe.
Yeah,
that was legit crank.
They use fucking what is it? Transmission fluid to make that shit.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way though.
That's exactly what it is. It's so gross.
You know it's biker meth when it's named after the noise that a wrench makes.
Gotta crank it.
Or your old ass motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
I get cranky sometimes.
We know.
Oh yeah.
Going on a road
That's
trip
your
with you.
setting.
But anyways,
I just thought that was like your neutral idle speed.
it's like second gear.
I want to see you on ketamine rolling around telling everyone how much you love them.
Yeah. Well, when I'm on
Which
ketamine,
is why.
when I'm on ketamine, I'm not telling anybody anything.
He doesn't need to be on ketamine to tell Billy loves him.
Oh, yeah, I love Bill.
Right, yeah.
So
I love my dog too. That's
so we do so we get the meth, whatever. But anyways, the reason I said that was to say that set me on a trajectory of now I like meth.
Yeah.
And
that's how meth works.
Yeah, that's how doing meth all the time works. Yeah.
So dude,
yeah, all of a sudden you're like, huh, I love meth. I just found out.
Right.
Meth is the best.
It's pretty cool.
Do you know what?
It's not cool. Hold on. Real quick, just for everybody, it's not cool.
It is when
It
you
is
first
not
find
cool.
it.
No, it's not. It's not.
I mean, it's not cool. Like now, I'd be like, Mason, don't smoke meth.
Yes, it's not cool.
Of course I wouldn't. But at the time.
But yes, some cool things happen because you smoke.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
wouldn't
also
have
sure
this
you
fun
told
story
yourself.
I'm about to tell you.
I know.
So anyway, maybe cut that out.
I'm sorry, Ashley.
What?
I mean, I just.
Well, now we have to.
Alright. 26, 23.
Well, so anyway.
No, Scott said
Reset,
Mason's
reset,
innocent in this.
Reset. And
Yeah, sometimes when you smoke meth, it tastes good, and then you're like, I want to do that some more.
And forever.
And forever, yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep, forget sleep.
Yeah.
Who needs that when I have an infinite amount of stereos?
Yeah.
Oh man. This
Look
is
at
the
these
part.
speakers I got.
So here's a
I'm gonna hook them all up. I'm gonna hook all of them up and see what happens.
Hey, here's a tag for the story I'm about to tell you guys. I lived with a guy named
What's that
Shiloh.
smell?
You know about this? Did I tell about Shiloh? Dude, I lived with a guy named Shiloh that I met in jail who had just cut off his dreadlocks and he put them in an envelope and mailed them back to himself because he said he was going to tie them back in when he got out of prison. He wanted to grow his hair back out and tie his dreads back in. And he did it. And I moved in with him. He was a stinky bastard.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He had his eyebrows shaved off, and he had one tattooed on that looked like a tribal, like caterpillar. And he would always tell you everything was always a secret every time he talked to you. And he would
he do it wrong like that?
Yeah. And dude, he had 666.
He was selling the secret away from you?
Yeah, he had 666 tattooed on his ass because he said that he's going to hell and he's driving the bus, and I was invited for the ride. And then he said,
Is that so? In theory, that's for when Satan's fucking him.
I don't know.
Who's your daddy?
He's like, nice.
Yeah.
This
nice,
guy was
I like
insane.
that. Yeah, that's my favorite.
But also, like, if I was the devil and I saw 666 on your ass when I was butt fucking you in the afterlife, that wouldn't make me go like, oh, he's committed. I want to take it easier on him. He's committed. I'm gonna go the full extent of the brutality. Yeah, committed.
He said that today in another podcast, just so you know.
Oh, fuck. Thank you.
Still worked.
But it worked though. That doesn't matter. Come on.
Way to go. Way to ruin the facade.
You can't. No.
I'm
Don't give him room. Don't give him a fucking.
You ruined the facade.
I'm gonna make you better. I'm pushing you.
You gotta reel that motherfucker in. You gotta reel Mason in.
Well, so anyways,
He'll run wild.
that guy ended up, he went to prison. His house got raided. I think he's in prison now. Anyways, but this was around the time that what I'm going to tell you about was happening.
It does check out, doesn't it?
So we're all doing Xanax and smoking meth, which is a lot like time traveling. You know, it's just, and you steal, you're so confident. You know, lights are on, but nobody's home. And we were getting so fucked up. So we were breaking into cars. That was our big thing. Was car hopping, we called it.
Yeah.
And
that's what we all called it that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was genius. I was just saying.
No, because they were cars.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what we
would hop
like. We loved a good apartment complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's the best. Yeah. there's lots of them unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Because people.
And surprisingly,
And also, there's lots of them.
Also, this was earlier in the,
Isn't it weird how many people don't lock their cars at night?
Yeah, I would never.
Dude, the amount of
couldn't
things
pay
I've
me to
gotten
leave
out
my
of
truck
cars
unlocked.
when we were like in middle school. Oh my gosh, dude! The amount of TomTom GPSs.
Dude, I'll
and
never.
fucking cartons of cigarettes.
Dude, I won't even leave my truck running here.
Oh God, no!
I
won't even do it at my 7-Eleven right here.
I won't either. I'd leave it running if I was in Boston.
Yeah, back
It
in
was
Fredericksburg,
fine.
we used to do shit like that.
Yeah, but anyways,
We used to take the work truck and fucking park it at the gas pump at Wawa and leave the key.
I'd leave it running at
Just
in
go
Arkansas
walk
too.
in.
This is a shitty town where we're at.
It's full of.
It's got degenerates
Fake
and
people.
thievery and just a mental illness. But so
Yeah, it's called
we robbed a
social
bunch
media.
of cars, right? And one of the ones that we robbed, I busted the back glass out of it. It was a Toyota Tacoma.
Oh,
Busted
you
the
bastard.
busted. I know, so shitty.
I've done it so many times.
Busted the back glass out, crawled through, opened the door, get out, take everything in it. They had the wallet, there was like a phone in there, and then my other buddy comes over that I was with, and he just ripped out the CD player. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, like you do.
At the time, yeah, CDs were still big, I guess, but I didn't care about that. But so I had the wallet. I was like, this is what we need. So we leave, and that night we took his credit cards, and we just went and just bought shit, because they weren't like no one was even questioning it. And we went to a GNC and got a bunch of workout powder. We both went and bought 2 pairs of shoes apiece.
It does sound like a meth head shopping spree.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
exactly, yeah.
Because we were like,
I'm gonna start working out as soon as I
Yeah.
come down with this meth and stop smoking meth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start working out again.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna need some good shoes if I'm gonna start fucking working out.
Dude, yes, exactly.
Yep.
That was exactly our thinking. Like, for real. Yeah. Takes one to know one.
We all had
asshole.
we all had that fucking twitchy friend who was
Yeah.
why are you
I'm
why
gonna
are
be
you standing
jacked.
on your toes and like you're so close to me but you're trying to get closer to me? Why are we doing this?
Can you pass me another beer, please? But yeah, it was exactly like that. I'm gonna get jacked now. So, and then we picked up my buddy, and we said, hey, let's rob Walmart, dude. So we all go to Walmart.
Man, those are cold.
Are you not drinking these days?
I'll drink a beer with you. You want to drink a beer with Mason?
Not my beers. I don't have that many.
Right now, I can't drink beer.
I don't have that many anyways. Forget I said it.
Yeah.
I thought you had your own.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't drink beer. Don't drink your beer. You're fine.
So anyways,
You didn't offend me at all.
cool. I didn't think. I mean, you know me. I'm not being mean.
No, yeah.
And
I
so,
get it, Dad. You need your beer.
I
I'll
love
smoke
it. I
the
just
weed.
love it. I love it.
just being honest.
I know. I love it. I love it.
So anyways, I go. Let's go hit Walmart, dude. We could get. What are you doing? What the fuck? What? What, you have booze?
Do you remember October last year when you did Sober October?
Yeah.
And then Mason would go up to the bodega and every day he'd come back with a handful of treats. He'd be like,
Candy.
man, I don't know why I can't stop eating chocolate.
No,
I
not
love it."
chocolate. I hate chocolate.
Whatever.
It was gummy bears
So why
and
can't I
stuff.
stop eating candy? I just love candy now. I just can't get enough of it. I'm like, yeah, because your liver needs to process sugar, dude. It's your body's in shock
I'm
right
doing
now.
that again this year.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna do ketamine and smoke weed.
The Mason diet.
Yeah, like you did last year.
Yeah, exactly.
We all know what sober means. It's you stop doing the drug that's kind of the biggest problem and also the one that you're definitely going to pick back up at the end.
I love drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like I'm sober right now, which means I don't do cocaine actively.
Coke stinks.
Oh yeah, it has a bad smell.
Right?
That's-
Exactly. Yeah, it's got that.
can't
It's got
get
that like ether. Yeah. It's
I mean, it's just not good.
it's still in there, guys. I can't.
I did Coke last night.
Oh man, it's awful.
Coke stinks. I did coke.
I didn't pay for it. Somebody offered it to me.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it last time I did either.
I never.
That was
will
my
pay for
only
it.
saving grace to not hate myself. So, but that's me. You know, you can do cocaine if you fucking feel like you have limits.
do cocaine.
I mean, I don't judge people that do cocaine. You can do cocaine.
No, I just
I'd
judge myself
smoke
very
crack if
harshly
somebody
when I
offered
do.
it to me.
I know. We had to edit it out earlier.
It doesn't. Because look.
No, don't edit that part out.
No,
that was perfect.
That stays.
Because in my opinion, I mean, I don't do it.
Every once in a while, I see one of my old dealers.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of crack.
Yeah. We all have a birthday.
It's also, by the way, crack's overrated. It's not that great. It's fine.
Well, it depends on who you get your crack from.
It's fine.
How you're smoking.
It's legitimately, I can take it or
what am I
leave
doing?
it.
I'm not gonna do that.
Take it or leave it. I wouldn't buy it.
Sorry.
Sit down, let me show you how to hit that crack pipe.
I did turn to the side. And I was like, it's not that bad.
It's fine.
It's okay.
I think that the adults in the world.
Sorry, the devil got a hold of my tongue for a second.
We gotta quit.
We gotta normalize crack. I hear you, Mason.
We gotta quit telling children that drugs are so bad.
I mean, but
it's
they
not.
fucking are.
No, they are for a lot of people.
Yeah, well, that's poor fucking self-control.
Right. Well,
also, mental health.
Fucking don't be fucking weak.
That's the American way. Yeah.
But it's the experience that you have when you're doing drugs is wholly dependent on the reason why you're doing them.
Yeah, I did them for fun.
Yeah, and if that's the only reason that you're doing them, legitimately, then it's a different experience than if you're doing it because of something that's driving you to need those things to not feel what you're feeling.
Right.
Fair enough. Well, if you're a loser, don't do drugs. but if you're winning, smoke a little bit of crack.
All right, now I do condone that.
Okay, now, yeah, all right. We're on.
I'm sold.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy any, but I am.
Yeah.
I mean,
It only lasts for 15 minutes.
Well, you're not getting enough crack.
Crack?
I mean, it depends. How big was your hit?
How
Anyways,
long
we're off track. You want to finish hearing about the Walmart stuff? What, do you want crack real bad?
Scott's lasted 4 years one time.
Hey,
I smoke crack every once in a while for 6 months at a time, every other 6 months.
I think that that's okay.
No. Not if you have goals and aspirations and financial
I got a vision board, you know that.
Yeah, in your head. I know. You did it. Tell me more about your. So you've stolen this credit card.
So
wait, are you going to Walmart to fucking rob Walmart, shoplift, or to use the stolen credit card to buy stuff?
So by the way, this is what's funny. We already maxed out the credit card. That's done. So we, throw that out there.
There's only one.
Oh, we stole a checkbook out of the truck too. So
how did you max out the credit card? Did you just
It just stopped working.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
we filled up my truck.
Stolen.
I got gas. It just stopped working. Maybe he caught on and called.
Yeah, probably. You guys didn't pull out any cash or anything?
No, he didn't really think. We were drunk and on drugs. And
how much more
not
credit
drunk.
card fraud did you
doped
commit? Is what I'm trying to get.
What's that?
How much credit card fraud did you commit? Is what I'm trying to.
Oh, dude, it was.
Hypothetically,
I
if you
say
were
it was
to have
50.
committed credit card fraud, which we know Mason wouldn't do that.
Exactly.
Not within the statute.
Yeah, certainly not within the statute of limitations. Yeah. But beyond that.
Actually, I guess now that I think about it, maybe it wasn't that much. Because we filled up my truck 3 times off the same credit card.
Also,
we bought the shoes.
Wait, how long did you have the card?
Days.
Oh, and you were using it for days before it stopped working?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Gas stations sometimes put holds on credit cards, more than what you get from them.
Right, they'll take $100.
And also, we also knew enough to cover up our license plate when we were pulling in and getting the gas, so we were keeping up with that.
Smart.
Wow.
Yep. And
were you wearing masks?
No, but whatever. I'm just like a white kid. I didn't even have a beard.
Also, that was a time.
Yeah,
that was a time when there wasn't facial recognition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was just
true.
you had that
I had
some
a
kind of
flip phone.
identifying.
And he's doing this in Arkansas, so the fucking closed circuit camera systems that they had on the gas stations there,
Blurry.
probably pretty fucking blurry.
Or not working.
Yeah,
Also
or we're just there for show, or didn't exist at all.
So he also had a checkbook that we stole. So what we did was we went to Walmart. It was me and 2 friends. And by the way, this is important to the story. I had a blow and go in my truck because I had DWIs. So that's why pills were a good alternative because like it doesn't detect when you blow.
Yep.
So we pre-write the check out for like $1,800, and we went. My buddy had a broken ankle, so he gets on one of the scooters, the little rascals. So he's riding around with his leg up. He's worthless, and it's me and my other buddy. We go to the dude. This is like 3 a.m. And we go to the electronics department, and we go, we're going to need 3 flat screens, PS3, Xbox 360. And they were like, okay. So we each got a 32-inch flat screen, a PS3, and an Xbox. But the third guy, he didn't get any system. He only had the TV. So we go to the checkout. And the lady like rings this all up, right? And it was less than $1,800. So what I thought she said, well, I'm gonna go get your change. But everything's been beeped at this point. No magnets, everything's beeped. And she goes, I'm gonna go get your change. That's what I thought. Change off the check, right? So I'm standing there, and I noticed that she ain't coming back. And I just go like, let's just fucking go. Do you guys want change? And both of my friends were like, fuck this, let's get out of here. So we just walk out with all of this shit. Full, just, yeah, right? And dude, we're so excited. We're like, that's the heist. That might as well have been in
done. Like it's done. We left the building.
I felt like Robert De Niro in Heat. Like I was just like, this is happening. Casino, and just walk out, and were
you high on meth at this moment?
Oh yeah.
This is the Pepsi
This
challenge.
is the Pepsi challenge. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know about the Pepsi challenge? Did I tell you that
told
yet?
us about earlier. It's where they would smoke meth and eat Xanax.
Got it. Right.
So yeah, we're on
Talked
auto.
about that on the first podcast.
Yeah.
And then you started telling the story on stage.
Yeah. So that's a real thing, and yes, I was in the midst of the Pepsi challenge, and Mitzi Shore, and so we're starting.
Amidst.
More like Mitzi Shore.
There you go. That's pretty good. So I get in the truck and I look over my shoulder.
Remember when we had a podcast?
Hey, I look over my shoulder and I see one of my friends running, going, "Start the truck! Start the truck!" And I look behind him and my other friend is on the rascal, like, like, start the truck!
Yeah, and those things don't go fast.
No!
You can walk up to somebody on
Dude,
the
it was so funny to see. It was like a movie. And he's like, me, start the truck! Me. So I go, so I have to do the blowing.
Oh, it's the best robbery ever. What a shitty getaway driver. Alright,
Hold on.
and also that blow is like a lose your breath, like someone who doesn't smoke cigarettes. Because also, my grandpa and my uncle both had one of those growing up, and I had to blow in both of their fucking starcher things when I was a kid before I ever smoked, and it takes a lot of
I can
fucking
do it. I actually
power.
Yeah, it's
to
like
do
30
that
seconds of blowing.
Yes.
Hey,
I know. I had a buddy who had one, and so we had to choose who was drinking that night and who was fucking blowing. and driving.
Hey, you know what else would suck? I got two things about it. First of all,
Because of all the blowing we did?
No.
I can do the, I remember that I'll never forget the blow, first of all. Second of all, the thing that sucked about it is, if you got drunk the night before, the next day, you'd still blow no-go. So annoying.
Oh yeah. Also, my buddy had to
Mouthwash.
switch. He had to switch.
That,
to
no, mouthwash will make you register on it. Because it's
Certain
got a
ones-
percentage of.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
He had
what
to
I'm
switch
saying,
to the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, so this is the blow though, because you have to hum. And then it'd go.
Because it has to be the exact right. If you blow too hard, it doesn't
Nope,
like
you have
that.
to- you have
If
to-
you
yes,
blow
it has
hard
to be
enough,
the
it doesn't like
perfect
You
that.
have to do.
It's
And
less
by the way,
like-
oh my god,
It's like a
steady.
40-year-old woman's
It has to-
clitoris.
It has to be
It has to be
steady,
the perfect.
fucking.
dude!
Yes.
I just thought of a gem
gotta
of a piece of
Get around
information
there,
for you
and it
guys.
just has to be the same blow the whole time. You know what I mean?
Hey, I just thought of that. I just remembered this. When I was in Arkansas, when I first left
Arkansas.
Massachusetts, dude, I like fucked this chick. I like went to school. I better not say too much, but
You fucked
I
this
had
girl.
sex with this girl.
Yeah.
And she had a blow and go. And you know what, dude? This is the funniest or most genius thing.
And
I've
she
ever
was
seen.
like,
No. Nope.
ooh.
No. She had a
You got mad.
Yeah.
no because
He's like, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Let me
You'll
tell a
no,
story.
You'll never. No, this is insane. She had you know those air up mattresses with that vacuum that blows and doesn't suck. She would put that to her mouth thing, but she would go oh while that blew, and it worked. She could drink and drive. She kept a mattress blower upper in the car, and she would drink and drive with it. I swear it was the most. I was like, is this hot or is this insane?
Yes.
I mean, yes,
Like-
exactly. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it was
yes.
wild.
Oh man, what a Venn diagram that is.
I mean,
Hot and insane.
That's a tight,
Yeah.
ooh,
Dude,
shit.
isn't
there's
that
lots
wild?
of crossover.
That's crazy.
It's basically the same circle.
Yes.
It's
Great. I thought
just-
that I was literally. Am I turned on or am I ashamed?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
yeah. I
It
mean,
was,
yeah.
dude. Honestly, I was like, you might be the smartest person I've ever met.
And then you married her.
No,
Oh,
no.
Let me tell you about my first wife.
Yeah.
Also, the line between genius and insane. So yeah, I can see all of this makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the hot girls, like the 10s that I've dated, were also fucking crazy and really smart. So that's just kind of the nature of the beast sometimes. That's fun. It's a good
Pretty
time.
crazy. I was impressed. But
But what was
So-
it? Did she give good head? Well,
oh, so I start the
No,
truck.
with a mattress.
So the rest. I missed what he said.
I said, did she give good head? And Nick said no, but the mattress blower did. Which, yeah, makes more sense because that was what was blowing in the
Use
thing.
it to
that
get
hurt.
out.
He's like, you just put a little petroleum jelly on that son of a bitch.
That's all right.
All right, so your friend's coming up on the rise.
Yeah. So
you're,
he's
you're
you know,
doing the 30-second.
ew. So.
It's like a fucking Zelda game. You have to like put in the right.
Oh yeah, it's a specific code. Absolutely, yeah.
So the truck starts though. He hops in. There's fat Walmart security. They're shouting, right?
Yeah.
And we just leave. And I'm like, oh man, we made it. Like we're like, this is cool. This is we
Yeah.
fucking just did
Three
the heist.
Did
of
you have all the
century.
CBs?
Yeah, we made it.
And 2 consoles.
Oh, dude, this
Any
was
games?
this was legitimate. This
Good
was like the town. I mean, we were Ben Affleck. Like we made it.
I feel like there's a lot better heist movies, but yeah.
Whatever. Either way.
He's from Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Duh.
true.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yes.
There are any Arkansas-based heist movies, Scott. The man went with what he knew. Right?
Hell and Water we could go with. We could go with Hell and Water. That's
I hate that you're right.
So anyways, so dude, we made it.
Pisses me the fuck off. Because now I'm sitting here going, well, there's got to be a better Boston-based heist movie than The Town. It can't just be The Town. Now that's bothering me.
It was the Martin Scorsese of the year.
Okay, score of the... All right.
Yeah.
You should have just said it was the Scorsese. Scores. It was a big score,
It made sense
says
if
he.
you're
Says he,
a
says
bit of a thinker.
You're using too many words. It's not a thinker.
That's
you just
why it's
don't.
funny.
Mason, nobody has ever referred to you as a bit of a thinker.
Yeah, I mean, I don't read. But anyway.
And that's a point of pride.
So we made it though, dude. We made it. This was awesome. So just like in
Made it
Goodfellas, we go.
Don't
go spending any of it.
At what
you gotta
point,
hold off.
At what point did you feel like you had made it? Like when you got
That
out of the
night.
parking lot? No, okay. All right.
You made it as far as you got away with spending the check. The check system works.
Dude, we got away with it. Weeks went by, but we did like Goodfellas. We hid the product.
Mm-hmm.
No one wanted to be too flashy, right? So we hid.
With
you know,
your 32-inch flat screen.
Yeah, we stashed the TVs.
You want to just walk around the neighborhood with that on your chain?
I had the Xbox.
Right, exactly.
I had the Xbox stashed at my grandma's house. Because when you do meth, you live at grandma's house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or at least hide stuff there.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Or you live in a
Even if you're not allowed within 50 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still some stuff hidden
So
there.
are you guys ready for
Maybe it's grandma.
And if
you
you
know
don't-
what I'm saying? It just depends on where you are.
Grandma stole that 360.
If it's not grandma's house, it's a cinder block building behind grandma's house. 'Cause
So
Yeah.
too close to home?
Or the cinder block building is grandma's house.
Yeah.
no,
Because
my
grandma
has a
lost
real
all her
nice
money
house.
because all her kids are meth heads.
No, because grandma is this possum I talk to when I'm fucking
Yeah.
too
I
wigged
live,
out by
I
the
live
shadow
under
people.
the street.
The shadow people are scary. Don't discount. You know, sometimes you need the possum to ground you
Yeah.
from the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
because the
yeah.
shadow people are screaming, you know, gibberish.
Air, nothing. It's just sound, but like it's scary.
They're like the fucking ring
Oh,
wreaths
God.
from Lord of the Rings.
Alright, okay. Alright. I didn't know we were doing that today.
Flashback. Yeah, that's how I felt we were talking about smoking crack.
Yeah,
now you
no, I
understand
know,
why I had to
yeah,
push
yeah,
the
sure.
microphone away for a minute.
Yep.
3 weeks gone.
I didn't get what you are talking about.
We're having meth flashbacks.
Yeah, we're.
You don't know what the shadow people are?
Oh, I know about shadow people.
That's
I don't
what
know
they
about
sound
the
like.
voices.
Yeah, that's what the sound of the shadow people is.
Then you haven't stayed up long enough to have audible
Yeah, my
hallucinations?
record was 4 days. Maybe I
Oh, okay. Then okay.
Amateur.
That-
Yeah, not to be dismissive of our guests, but like.
what a pussy. Hold on.
So you did
Hold on,
it
this is how you
once?
tell
Is that what-
secrets.
Is that what you said? That
I never
time.
Yeah, I never. Did you guys shoot it up?
No.
No,
Oh
but
god.
I smoked it.
No, we're here.
Y'all were doing. Oh, that. I think those people live.
Are you
forever.
fucking kidding me? Yeah, but they don't have jobs and
What a
friends.
great
And
answer.
they have a podcast. Yeah, sure, but
Yeah.
like not.
But that podcast just consists of them and the voices in their head.
Yeah, and the barrel that's
Yeah.
on fire.
I'm pretty sure I see a
And
lot
the
of the
CIA
homeless people
listening
doing
device that's in
podcasts.
everything around them is recording the podcast.
I'm pretty sure She-Hulk has a podcast.
Alright, yep.
She-Hulk scares the fuck
I
out
like
of me.
this. This is a fun episode.
Man, I got out the so all the crack dealers have moved to the side of
Trying to play footsie.
Sorry.
all of the crack dealers have moved. Remember they used to be like in the alleyway behind Pete's Piano
Uh-huh.
Bar? Now they're next to the building by the bodega right there.
Did they
next to
remember you
Vulcan,
or no?
right? So I got out today and I was like headbanging in my car when I pulled up and I like rolled up, got out and walked around my 4Runner. And this black guy called me the N-word and was like, "You gotta set the vibe, bro." And I've never felt more confident in my fucking life since that happened.
I
I've been
love
feeling
when a black
really
guy calls
good.
me cool.
Well, dude, when
You've been setting the vibe everywhere you go.
oh fuck, dude,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Daddy's fucking home right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why I went on that tangent. It was something that Mason said that sparked that.
Crack's overrated.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I'll stand by that.
Why'd you swallow so hard? What'd you say?
Like somebody had a gun to my head and they're like, "Do this anti-crack commercial."
Yeah, no, I hate
with
it. I hate
conviction.
it. That's the worst. Yeah.
So you thought you got away anyway, and you hid shit at grandma's house.
Yeah. So I had my Xbox. I hid my Xbox that I got away with at grandma's house, and so weeks went by. We thought we made it.
Tweaks went by.
Yeah, definitely. Couple of tweaks.
Yeah.
A lot of jerk sessions.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, dude.
Your cum is thick. when
Viscous,
you're
yeah.
fucking.
Well, your dick isn't.
No, no.
It's like rubber. It's like rubber. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I know how much
It's
it
weird.
works.
It's so crazy.
We've all masturbated for 6 hours straight.
Yeah. Well, I always say, you know,
With
you
a
got
half-hard dick.
You got 5 types of tweakers.
But when you do finally come, it's You're,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Your nuts come out.
oh,
Fucking,
it's dehydrating.
There's 5 types of tweakers. You got your jerker offers, your carpet farmers, your window Nintendo people, your face pickers, and your pilferers.
What was face pickers and what was the last one?
Pilferers.
What's that?
That's when you just dig through a closet with no intent. You just like are looking for something that's not there.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay,
you're just like you think you're doing something,
okay.
but you're not. You're just pilfering.
I understand.
Yeah.
You don't know
Yeah,
pilfering?
no, I don't. Yeah.
And so my buddy was.
I'm either doing that or once we run out. See, I'm a pilfer.
You're a carpet. I bet you're a carpet farmer or a window Nintendo.
I'm a carpet surfer like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest carpet surfer.
My buddy was.
If
a
you ever
face
see me
picker
walking
and a
around
masturbator.
looking at the ground, just know I've been smoking crack and I need help. That's what that means.
Dude, my buddy, I walked downstairs at this apartment that I lived at, and I walked down, and he covered himself. He was naked, and he just covered himself up with a towel, and he had a flat screen TV. We didn't have any furniture. We had lawn chairs.
What? People who did meth that didn't have furniture.
Yeah, but we had a place
that's
to
the
live.
first thing to go.
Yeah. And
We're
so
letting
I
someone
come down.
sleep.
So get this. So
We're
he's
just saying
jerking
playing
off.
with beds.
So he covers himself up. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. And I look in the kitchen. My other friend, he's got a candle because his lighter ran out. So he's smoking meth with his candle to save because he didn't have a lighter. And he had a TV set
That's
up on the
important.
kitchen counter. And he goes, yeah, I can see that TV and this one. They both had porn going. I forgot to say that. And I was like,
Here's the thing. I 100% assumed.
oh, okay.
That's all you're watching while you fucking tweets. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all there is.
Bro, the amount of times that I've had porn on my fucking phone, on my laptop, on the TV.
It's
just
crazy.
like a fucking air traffic controller. Like,
Yeah. even if you're not jerking off, it's just like, oh, it's porn.
Uh-huh.
Who doesn't want to see titties?
Yeah.
Like that's just what it is.
Yeah, because I am the fucking horniest I've ever been in my life right now. For
And
2
I
weeks
can't
straight.
do anything really
No, you just got
about it.
the rubber floppy cock. You're just like,
So I'm just trying to make my brain come so that I can go to sleep. Really is
yeah, but you never get to go to
and
sleep.
neither one of those things.
And you
are
also
gonna happen.
you hope that you can choke down a plain McChicken sandwich.
God damn it, Gabe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, we got sidetracked.
Yeah,
So we
but
get away
you've
with
been
it.
up for so long smoking meth that your throat is sore,
Ah.
like you've been eating sandpaper,
Yeah.
and now the softest of foods, mashed potatoes, will not go down without feeling like
Not even a
shards
yogurt.
of glass.
You ain't even getting the
Oh
yogurt.
my god.
It sucks.
That's my least favorite part about the hangover of like a binge like that, like smoking crack or meth, is the
Because you
day.
have to eat.
Yeah, you have to finally eat. When you do, your throat is so swollen and hurts so bad you can't fucking swallow. Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
Because all you've been doing is smoking and not drinking.
Oh, you're not even drinking water.
Because it doesn't give.
True.
It's not like weed where it gives you dry mouth and
No.
makes you want to drink all the time. It's just like.
I feel like it makes me numb. Like I don't even
Yeah.
need. I don't
That's
need
not
food. I don't
You
need
don't, oh
water.
yeah, no, you don't need any
Nothing.
of the things that normally keep a human alive. You just need meth.
Right.
And it just replaces all
Meth
of
and
those.
porn.
For a while, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you instantly become Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah,
You're just on the couch watching porn. dude.
absolutely.
God, what? Yeah.
But so
Did you used to do that too? The porn thing?
Oh God, fuck yes, yes. And also, it was like there were a couple different houses that I had like similar experiences with, but one of them I actually lived in, and the other one was just like somebody else's house that we would all do drugs and crash at. But it was the same. There was never any furniture. It was like Somebody had an
lawn
igloo
chairs that you
cooler
stole.
that was a bench seat.
And
then
also the refrigerator.
Also, yes, yeah. But there was no ice in it.
Uh-oh.
It would keep your things like slightly cooler than the rest of the room.
Yeah.
Unless somebody was sitting on it, and then it was warmer. It was way warmer in there. But yeah, there was always fucking like either. Well, it wasn't phones really when I was doing it. That was pre like everybody having shit on their phones.
You're old. We get
But
it.
it was the fucking laptop that you had stolen or gotten from the pawn shop for $50 or whatever.
Well, so I was on my way to Grandma's house, and this is weeks later
To get the Xbox?
to go play it.
A couple of weeks or like
Is
6 weeks?
A little bit less than a month.
Okay.
Because
Like-
the dilation of time,
Yeah.
So I've got the Xbox, but it's in my truck. I had kept it in my truck. So I'm ready. I'm on my way to Grandma's house. But before that though, so we're doing the Pepsi challenge big time, and I'm with my one friend that we did the heist with, and we're on this back road in my hometown. Heist of the century, and we're on this back
It was
road.
a smash and grab at best.
No, we didn't break anything. We were gentlemen.
Yeah.
yeah. The check fraud that we were committing.
Told you, I'm Val Kilmer. So we're
He probably broke the throttle on the fucking.
Wait, are we in Point Break now and no longer the town?
He is Val Kilmer.
Okay, you're right. Okay.
I'm just
Thinking of
I'm
Patrick
with my
Swayze.
buddy that we did it with,
Fuck.
and he's like, yeah, let's pull around, let's go down this dirt road, we're gonna smoke a bowl. Now we're also very barred out, like we're on a lot of Xanax,
Yeah.
and so I passed out in the front seat of my truck, and I hear someone's knocking on my window, and I wake up and I look over, and it's my buddy, and behind him in this pasture is a round hay bales, the big ones.
Uh-huh.
It was on fire. He just lit one on fire, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I roll the window down, and he punched me in the face. He just punched me right in the nose, and he goes, "You need to get the fuck out of here. The cops are coming." And I was like I'm bleeding, and there's a hay bale on
I spoke
fire.
about it with Xanax stupor.
And
got
then,
punched in
and
the
then
face.
he just hops in this other car and leaves. Just some random car. I don't even know who he got in with. And he
So you have not like that
so
car.
I got punched in the face.
Uh-huh.
I'm bleeding. There's a hay bale on fire, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
It's the most surreal wake up.
Later, I would find
yes.
out that he was trying to do me a favor.
Yeah,
And-
wait,
and-
no,
and
I
the
mean,
reason-
he was
and the
trying to
reason-
wake you out of a
but the
Xanax
reason that
stupor,
the
so
hay
you
bale-
could get out of there quick enough to fucking.
The reason that the hay
Yeah,
bale
in
was
his
on
meth
fire.
head, that made sense.
Yes,
to do.
absolutely.
The reason the hay bale was on fire, come to find out, was that he dropped his pills and said he needed light.
Oh yeah.
Said he couldn't see. So he lit the hay bale on fire. So he could find his Xanax. And I guess it worked.
I mean,
That sounds
here's the
like
thing,
I've also been with people that are
That's-
high on
yeah.
Xanax and looking for their pills, and 100%.
Yeah. And I guess
sounds
it
like
worked.
the solution you would come to.
So I leave.
Well, otherwise he wouldn't have left. Yeah, it worked.
Like I had to do the blow and go again. So I leave, and I'm just like, I call my buddy and I go, yeah, dude, so and so just punched me in the face, this and that. And he goes, oh, that's crazy. Can you come bring me some Xanax real quick? But I'm about to go fuck this girl. Can you bring me some Xanax? And I was like, yeah, no problem. So I go, I sell some Xanax, and then I go, I get Taco Bell as you do, and I'm on my way
you
to.
just successfully sold some Xanax.
Yeah,
You
dude.
gotta Taco Bell.
Back in the day,
Plus the whole, hay bale on fire, punch in the
Yeah.
Oh,
at
so
that age and in that sort of demographic, that was the thing to do. Because I did the same fucking shit. Successful sale,
Taco
celebrated
Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yes.
All
Taco
the
yeah.
Bell.
Yeah.
Extra hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on my way to Grandma's house, and the lights come on. I get pulled over, and I'm barefoot because earlier I had jumped in a mud puddle, so that's why I was barefoot. So I get pulled over, and the cop pulls his gun on me, and goes,
Nice.
"Don't you fucking move! Put your hands outside the window!" And I'm like, I'm fucked up, so I'm being sort of calm. So I'm like, I put my hands out the door. I'm like doing everything, and then all of a sudden 7 cars show up, just cop cars.
Fuck.
I mean, from all angles, just right there. And he's like, "Step out of the fucking car." So I get out of the car, and I'm still, I just go, "I got a bad back. Please don't tackle me." Right? And so they're like, "All right, just put your hands on the hood of the truck," because I'm white. And so I just put my hands on the truck. Hey, I didn't pick it.
No, it's true.
It's just true.
No, that's nothing you said was incorrect.
Yeah.
The truth is funny.
Yeah. So I'm standing there, and I go, "Hey, I'm not gonna run or anything. Like, it's good. You can put your guns away. Like, I get it. My run's over. You know, it was a good one, right? I'm literally like saying like, hey, it was bound to happen. You know, homeward bound to happen. And they literally, I'm standing there, and the one cop goes, "Hey, why is he not handcuffed?" And the cop was like, "He's not doing anything." And he goes, "Fucking put him in handcuffs." So he grabbed me and like started being mean to me, threw me on the truck, handcuffed me. I go to jail. I'm in the interrogation room, just like a brick room. And I remember, I'll never forget. I touched my pocket, and I felt that they hadn't searched me.
Oh, fuck.
So I felt that I had Xanax bars.
Oh.
And now I'm in the facility. You can catch like
Yeah.
you're bringing in contraband into a facility. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So I go. The detective comes in and goes, "Can I get you anything?" Because I'm white. And I go, dude, and I'm not joking. That's just how it is. And I go, "I'll take a glass of water." And he goes, "No problem, Mason." And he brings me a glass. He's being so nice. Brings me a glass of water and leaves. I'm in this brick room. There's no nothing. And I reached in my pocket.
There is a camera. Like,
because I was in the drunk tank thing. I wasn't in like their office. I was in the drunk tank.
No, I understand.
There's no camera in there.
There's a camera in there.
I mean, this is in Russellville, Arkansas. I don't know.
Anywhere in that facility, there's gonna be.
Well, either way, I did because nothing happened, so I don't know if there was or not.
Well, they wouldn't
But
know
I
what
pulled
it was.
dude. I literally reached my hand in my pocket, put them in my hand. I had 9 Xanax bars, and these are the full-on
Xanax
bars
yeah.
that actually say
Jesus.
XANAX, Xanax bars.
Uh-huh.
And I
And
took.
they broke into like 3 pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, these can go into 4. They can
Oh,
break
4.
into
Yeah,
4.
yeah, you're right.
And dude, I took every one of them. Yeah. And while I took them, while I was on them, I don't. So the joke I say is I woke up 3 days later and told on myself and both my friends. But what happened was, in the midst of those 3 days, they interrogated me, and I didn't.
Yeah, you're barred the fuck out.
So-
you have no idea what's happening.
Oh.
So what
Like,
happened?
no memory of it later.
So what happened was I told him, I called my friend. I found this out later. I called my buddy that I did the robbery with, and I go, "Hey, they don't know about the house we robbed in Atkins. They don't know about that. And they also don't know about the TVs. I go, tell, and then I said my friend's name. I go, tell so-and-so to get rid of the TVs. And he goes, Mason, shut the fuck up. And he hung up on me. And later I find out that he broke his phone, threw it out away.
Of course, yes,
So-
immediately.
So
Put it in a wood chipper.
So 3 days went by, and I sort of I come to, and they asked me to come back to the room, and he goes, "How you doing?" And I was like, I don't know. I was like, why am I here? Like, I don't even know. You're fucking being mean. There's no point.
You guys are bullies,
Yeah,
dude.
you guys suck. And so they go, well, I'd like to show you something. And he turned his computer around, because it wasn't like that. It was a monitor. He turned it around and showed me camera footage from Walmart, from GNC, from literally every place we had been to, and then goes, and I was like, that's weird. And he goes,
Huh.
well,
I'm a
that's
twin.
funny. He goes, we also know about that house you robbed. And I was like, what? I didn't rob a house. It's crazy. And he goes, well, what about this? Showed me a video of his office where there was a camera in a book. And he goes, see that book right there? That's a camera. We caught your whole, he didn't say confession, but he was like, we caught all of that on camera. It's right here.
Fuck.
And I just was like, and then I stonewall him, but it's like, you know, it's already done. So the next day, so they, you know, whatever, they tell me all the shit, showed me that I told them myself. Next day I woke up, and both my friends that I had sort of told on were in jail with me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Yeah, they went to their house, picked them up.
Oh.
Are they still your friends? Do they stop being your friends?
No, I don't know what happened to one of them, but the other one, he's just a piece of shit. He's got 2 kids, and
I feel the
Yeah,
same way
what a
about
piece
Gabe.
of shit.
no, I mean, he like doesn't take care of them.
Piece of shit day.
Okay.
He's like a piece of he's like a
Yeah,
scumbag.
again, I'm in the room.
But yeah, dude, and then so then that was my last arrest besides Birmingham, but that I don't count that one. But that was my last arrest, and then
Was that at the festival?
I'm sorry.
that was at Base Nectar
Why don't you
concert. New
count
Year's
that
Eve.
one?
Hmm?
Why don't you count that one?
Save that for a different.
Don't talk
Oh
about it.
yeah, I'm not gonna tell. It's just because
I think I know that story.
I didn't, you know, I wasn't like stealing, you know.
Mason has a bad habit of tattletaling on himself.
Yeah,
Like it's too
yeah,
fucked up.
Snitches get stitches.
That's his
Yeah.
thing. When Mason gets too fucked up, he goes and tells the cops everything that he
But
does.
hey, by the way though,
podcast.
that was the last time I got arrested. I'm still to this day.
Good. Keep it that way.
Yeah, and I was in jail for 80 days. Did drug court for a year, passed it, and then moved to Boston, and my life changed forever.
Good. Now look at you.
Yeah, look at me now.
Now you're here with us.
Left my wife.
Oh.
I miss you, Carrie.
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
That's actually kind of sweet.
She's coming in November.
Yeah,
And
plug.
she's also visiting us.
All plugs?
No. It was just like, yeah, Carrie's coming in.
Yeah,
Make
she'll
sure you
be
catch
here.
her.
No, she's the best.
Nice.
I have a very similar story about.
You told on yourself?
No, I never told on myself. I definitely never told on myself in that way, or in any way. Pretty good at being deceitful. Hey man, you alright?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, that's about what I did too when I hit it.
I don't know how you don't cough. Mine cough.
Terrible. Yeah, so I used to have this girl that I got tree from. That I would like pick up quarter
Is that what
pounds.
you call pussy?
Yeah.
No, we.
I got my trick.
So yeah, I used to pick up tree from this chick back in the day, and
Don't hurt yourself, dude.
Yeah. Careful. Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the water. Anyway, let me just put this over here.
So I go over there one day. Keep this in mind. So I'm dating like my first girlfriend. I mean, like first real girlfriend. The first long relationship that I was in.
Since I've known you, you've had girlfriends.
I'm saying this like the story that I'm about to tell.
Oh, sorry.
But thank you for remembering my girlfriends.
Scott's just confessing. He's like, all right, guys, I'm a virgin. Let's get weird.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Also, I feel like I got higher just now for some reason. Maybe it's from watching.
Being in this room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's just the fucking just sitting in this room soaking in it. It's a fucking weed sauna.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm dating this chick at the time. Her and I have been together. We dated for like 7 years total. I think at this point we were like probably like 3 or 4 years. It was about midway point of the relationship, right? And she is my little like ride or die. She's the one with the car. You know,
she was your
fucking loser.
what's that movie? Fuck, Driving Miss Miss Lazy.
Yeah,
your little fuckboy princess. We all had one.
Yeah.
Wasn't worth it.
I was a passenger princess for sure, dude.
Yeah.
But she used to drive me around to make all my moves and stuff, to like make all my deals.
Oh, we call them plays in Boston.
We call them moves where I'm from.
Nice.
Running plays, making moves. What do you call it? Where you're from?
Selling drugs.
Yeah. But it's not like what
Selling
you say.
illegal
I wasn't very good
substances.
at it. I'll be honest. Not a lot of people fucked with me.
Yeah.
They weren't. Yeah. Not all the fans.
Like, what are you going to do, Gabe? I'm going to sell some drugs. I'm like, oh, okay. Instead of Mason being like, yeah, I'm gonna make a few plays.
Yeah,
Make some moves.
One time,
I got a few errands to run.
One time as a joke, I left.
You
I
live to
owed-
be 40 years old? Yeah.
Got him and him.
Wait a minute. You're 40?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew you were 40-year-old ass.
The attacks.
Oh, I didn't mean about your
heart
age.
attacks.
I meant your life.
So-
as a whole.
So one time, I had a guy that I was getting weed from that I got weed from for like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. So we knew, and also we worked together before that, so we knew each other for a long time. And one time, as a joke, he had fronted me like, I don't know, it's a small amount, like an eighth or a quarter or something like that.
Is that the joke? Did he only give you an eighth?
Yes. And I gave the money back to him, but it was like, I had the cash and he was out of the way and I knew he wasn't going to be home, so I just like put it in an envelope and slipped it under his door at his apartment, right? But I wrote a whole note, just again as a joke, and I was like, thank you so very much, drug dealer, for all of the lovely drugs you sold me. And it was like,
I'd have never sold you another bag.
okay. Obviously, and I wouldn't do that with just like some random dealer. But again, this was like a friend of mine that I'd known for almost a decade that also I bought weed from, right? But he didn't know like my handwriting. He just was at home one day at his apartment where he sold lots of weed and had like constant traffic. And a note gets slipped under his door. And it turns out he was there. He was just like taking a nap or something, like he was like in the back and didn't hear me knocking or whatever. And so he just comes and like, what's this? Opens it and it's this note from nowhere and then cash in it. Right? And he was like, fuck that. And never spoke a word of it, right? And then like, and I buy weed from him a few times in and out, like over the next couple, months or whatever. And he never says anything about it. And then one time he's like, hey, you ever gonna give me back for that quarter I fronted you? And I was like, I left it for you in an envelope. And he was like, oh, yeah, the dog tore that shit up. And I could tell it was a moment where he was like, no, no, you're gonna pay me twice for that. For the little fucking heart attack that you gave me. You little fucking jokester. Eat a dick. And so I paid him again.
He never spoke to you again?
No, fucking we're friends still to this day.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Yeah, statute of limitations.
Statuation.
That was a long time ago.
Fucking dummy.
So that was in like the
I've definitely
70s,
done
or?
shit like that before too, though. I've definitely fucked up sales like that before too, where I was like a very trusted person who I knew would never fuck me, like, wanted a front or wanted me to like, hey, can I hold this until tomorrow? And I was like, oh, I know how this works. I was like, I front you to tomorrow, and then you move to Florida, and I never see you again. And I fucking laughed about it. I did a big laugh. And he's like one of those guys that's more like,
He's like, no, I'm being serious.
yeah, like he doesn't like joke like shit, you know what I mean? Like he's like an actual gangster.
Hey, a Jew.
So like, he didn't take kindly to that shit.
No, that wasn't funny.
Yeah, no, he was like, oh, you think that I would do that? Like he didn't hear any of that as like me making a joke. He thought that I would legitimately was like accusing him of doing
Like
that thing.
actively accusing him of...
Trying to rob me, basically. Trying to get one over on me.
And then he was like,
Yeah.
you know what I should do to teach you a lesson? Rob you.
No, thankfully that didn't happen.
That's the circle of gangster life. You know what I'm saying?
After we talked about it, I did,
How many times have you had a guy bring you to go buy something and he goes, "I'll be right back," and just never comes back?
Yeah, of course.
More than once.
That's fucking shitty.
It's especially shitty when it's just like another tweaker, and then you see them again later, and they're just like,
"Ha."
And then you just have to be like, yeah.
Or even if
guess what? Don't ever give me cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. Because I am not coming back.
The drug world's bad.
Yeah.
No honor amongst thieves.
No.
No. There's a close-knit group typically of people, like usually a few, but even that gets rocky and fucked up.
I mean, look what I did. I got fucked up and told on myself.
Yeah.
And both my friends.
Yeah, ratted everybody out.
Your buddy fucking set a fire, and he's probably the one who called the cops on you.
Yeah.
Hey man, there's a fire out here, and some guy's sleeping in his truck. I think he's on Xanax. Y'all should get out of here.
Out. Yeah.
And then he comes and knocks. It's like Ricky Bobby's dad was like, "Hey, there's a kilo of Colombian Bam Bam underneath the car, boy. What are you gonna do?"
Yeah.
It was that. That's what that guy did to Mason. Fucking asshole. Yeah, but nice lady. She used to drive me around to make my pickups.
They knew about the Xanax bars he had in his pocket. They were like,
We'll get you some water, Mr. Smith.
You give it to him, get out of the room.
Dude, that is probably exactly what happened.
He's going to tell us everything.
They purposefully let him go in there. He's either going to eat all these and tell us the truth, or we're just going to bust him with these.
And then he's going to have to tell us the truth. Because we just caught him with
That's
9
exactly what the
felonies
fuck
in
they
his
did
pocket.
to you, man. That makes a lot of sense. Chess, not fucking checkers, dude. But that's the type of shit that they do, man. They really do stuff like that.
It might be. It might have been what happened.
But yeah, so I used to have a friend that I'd smoked meth with a couple of times. At this point, I had smoked meth with her a couple of times, and she was my drug dealer, and my girl who I was dating and spending all my time with would like drive me around and make moves and shit like that. So I gotta go pick up one day, and just I going because my girlfriend doesn't like my drug dealer, right? Because she's a girl.
Yeah, and they're a drug dealer.
And
they're typically like pretty aggressive in some fashion or another.
Female drug dealers?
Oh, just drug dealers in general.
Oh, yeah. But anyway,
I was a drug squealer.
But she was also like a "Are you fucking her?" type thing. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just.
Yeah.
It was that sort of dynamic.
Oh, so she wasn't weirded out by her. She was like,
"Yeah, why don't you go hang out with her?" Then?
Yeah, why don't you go fuck her for some drugs?
Basically.
Do you think she'll give me drugs and I get to fuck her? Wait. Can you set this up?
Yeah, I
Do
like
you
that
know?
drug dealer.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Right? A chick that lets you fuck her for drugs.
You mean my favorite drug dealer? Yeah.
Also, she was good looking. She was an older woman, like in her mid to late 30s, and she was fucking hot. She had a perfect ass. Talk of the town ass.
How big was her dick?
Bigger than yours.
Wow.
So perfect.
Yeah.
By Mason's standards.
I have a good piece.
But anyway, so I go to pick up, and we all assumed you had a good piece, bud. You would have a drinking problem if you had a small dick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she didn't like to come in with me because she was like jealous of this
Because
other
it's
girl.
so hard to time it. You know what I'm saying? Like the rhythm and everything.
Coming in him?
Oh,
Coming with you?
yeah. God, fucking Jesus Christ!
I know.
Not everything has to be funny. Sometimes we can just tell. I've barely got any sentence into my story.
I know.
It's fun. I love this.
Well, then maybe put punchlines in your story, and then I won't have to punch it in for you.
I like that. No. No, that hurt. If I was you, I wouldn't have given me the high five, though, after all that fucking persnickety bullshit.
Yeah, but you begged for it.
Lemon persnickety.
I've established dominance.
Hey, did you read those books?
I read them in school.
Fuck yeah,
It's the
dude.
only thing Mason ever
Unfortunate events. Okay.
Yeah. This was an unfortunate event.
I have a higher opinion.
Your existence?
read. Or my shitty storytelling.
I meant that.
I'm fucking trying to get into the house. I'm not even in the house
I've
yet.
been not talking. I'm ready to hear it. This one's the one ruining it. Egyptian ruins.
Oh God! All right, I'm doing this. If that's what he's doing, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, fuck yeah, do that. Did you put any wax in there?
I'll hit that.
Lions, I know. But yeah, so since my girlfriend doesn't come in, I decide that I will smoke meth with her, with my drug dealer and her boyfriend,
That's the move.
because they're doing it and it's in my face and it's an option, right?
It's theirs.
It's theirs, yeah. And like, they're not only is it theirs, like they're the ones bringing the meth into like the town. I've told you about this couple before and how, you know, years later they were on the front page of the newspaper while I was taking a poop one morning.
That's cool.
And my dad was like, "You never guess who's on the front page of the newspaper." I'm like, "Well, it's probably not for like saves children from burning building. It's probably for the whole meth thing." But anyway, so like they got like really good shit and an abundance of it. This was like the see-through meth. And in the fucking
good
yeah,
crystal,
man, they got this
Burns
shit was
clear too,
fucking
never turns
good,
black.
dude.
Yeah.
And he smoked it.
No taste, no smell,
Yeah.
just fucking.
Breathes it, no cough. You don't even cough. So I can just breathe in air.
And her boyfriend is
clouds of.
Oh, the
right,
best.
yeah.
That's the best.
Of psychosis.
Hey, do you guys? Let me just real quick.
Hey,
Side
there we
note.
go.
I'm sorry. Just a side note. Do you guys agree with this? When you were smoking meth, the funnest part was the act of smoking the meth.
Well, yeah.
When that's done, did you
The
feel like,
other-
God damn it?
Yeah, that's the
Other
same
than-
with crack for me. It's,
Yeah,
that's,
other
Because
than-
my
other than
favorite was the
that's
smoke.
the sport.
Very initial feeling. None
The
of
ringer,
the
the
high
ringer.
is good.
Right.
It makes
Right.
you weird. You
Yep,
don't like
yep.
any like.
You stink.
Yeah.
You
it's not
smell
good.
it. Your breath
Yeah.
smells bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I
And then
agree.
you're just
Sorry.
awake with this energy that you don't know what to do with.
Yeah.
Woman's.
Because you weren't
fucking
doing
pussies
comedy. You weren't
smell.
doing
And
comedy.
I'm sure your dick too. And I wouldn't know, but I wouldn't know what your dick smells like, Scott. But yeah, vaginas get especially
Crabby.
fucking potent when there's lots of meth going on the bottom, especially if they're shooting it up.
Oh, Shiloh shot it up. He stayed up for 2 weeks one time, and he said that these Nazis were trying to steal his ATM money.
Okay, but did you verify that they weren't?
I got arrested and never went back.
Okay, yeah. Because here's the thing.
Wait, does it have tobacco in it?
No.
Okay.
It's just pure CBD.
It's
You know, you
Delta
just
8.
got hit by like a wave in the ocean. Wait.
Oh, does this have? No.
But so up till this point, her boyfriend has never been there before, right? He's just gotten out of prison. This is like really kind of my first interactions with him, and I've smoked it with my dealer a couple times before this, right? For sometimes, you know, up to and over a week. I think the longest I ever stayed up was 2 weeks. So, but we always snorted it, a little bit of snorted. Mostly we would smoke it off foil. Well, when I go in to pick up weed this day, her boyfriend has the Pookie, and he has the crystal. And I've never fucking hit the Pookie before. And like the 15 minutes I'm there, he just chain smokes meth with me the entire time I'm like having a conversation with my drug dealer.
Because if you've got an unlimited amount of meth, you do an unlimited amount of meth.
Oh yeah, and they're like walking around the house, clearly been like tweaking for an extended period of time.
I like when people
And now
take
somebody
apart
new is
computers.
here that I can share this experience with. Oh, won't you come join me? Right? And he proceeds to, I don't know how many times I hit it. And I was only in there for like no longer than 15 minutes. Once again, because my girlfriend was
being a cunt.
super suspicious that I was cheating on her with my drug dealer.
Oh.
So but God, dude, I'd never been that high off of it before.
Wait, have we
First of
done
all-
hot rails? Because that'll get you higher than smoking it.
I'm sure, yeah, because you're
Have you never
snorting
done
it
one?
and smoking it. No, I've never done one.
Have you done a hot rail?
Yes.
Hot rails will rattle you, dude.
That was the end. That was the end for me.
I did a hot rail once and was up for 32 hours.
If I'd have kept on doing that, I would eventually probably
Hot rails are the
either
best.
died
dude.
from doing.
Or you'd have just been a bucket of scabs.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
lesions.
Hot rails rule.
Yeah.
I did it with
No,
I did it with a
no,
lady.
we're gonna
I
do
did it with a
lot of
lady. I did it with a lady
disciples.
that used to fuck Billy Bob Thornton.
They don't rule, kids.
She owned a strip club in Hot Springs, Arkansas,
In a dilapidated mansion.
in a dilapidated mansion.
Okay.
Kids running around.
What
Super
a
weird.
crazy guess.
Huh? Sorry.
How did you know? It's like he's heard this story before.
But it's Mason, so that's not possible.
But yeah.
I have a cassette of Mason's greatest hits, and it's just, it runs in my brain. Anyway, Scott.
But now I have to go back out into the car
You don't
with
think
my
that's
girlfriend, and I am the highest on meth because at this point I've smoked enough to stay up for as long as I'm about to stay up.
And also,
And I was in there long enough for the onset to hit, because meth isn't like crack. That's why I always preferred crack, because it's like pow.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it
that
don't last
instant-
as long.
I know that. I understand, which means you can go to sleep quicker.
That's a good point. Fair enough. Fair enough.
or do more.
Right.
But that's
Which
when
usually-
it gets expensive.
Yeah. I'm
For anybody around you that you're stealing from. Yeah.
right. Yeah. By the way, Mason, can I borrow $20?
I don't think I even have $20.
Good. But yeah, I have to go back out in the car with her, who's back that I am doing drugs behind, because she doesn't know, like, she doesn't even like when I do acid and stuff, right? Like,
What a lame person.
yeah, right. She's very like, scared of like me and drugs, right? She's like scared I'm gonna fucking do acid and go crazy. So of course, the cocaine, the crack, the meth, I always did behind her back. It was never a thing that was like in her face, except for the 1 or 2 times that we
You
did
were
drugs
like back
together.
crack.
You're like, the acid isn't going to make me go crazy. You silly
It's
bitch.
you. It's you. It's gonna make me go crazy.
It's the coke and meth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, God, I
What are you
really don't know
doing,
how many
bitch?
times I ripped on this pipe, dude. But I get back out in the car with her, and like,
She's like, it's been 6 hours. What the fuck?
no.
Where have you been? You're like, I fucking. He offered.
But
I mean, it was there.
But now I have to just go about my life now, cause like, that's the other thing. I don't have more meth to smoke. I've just been smoked like how a limited amount of meth that you can smoke within this time frame. To now I'm just have this.
Back in the normal world.
Now I have to go live in the normal world and be a boyfriend and be a grandson and be
She's
a
like,
son
why's your cum so thick?
and sell fucking weed, right? So of course the first thing that I do once I get home is I see my like Fear and Loathing poster, like this Ralph Steadman poster that has it's got a lot of white space that needs to be filled. And I got some markers. And we're gonna color some fucking pictures, boys.
That's funny.
So I just fucking hone in on fucking doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was my meth thing. That was like my Adderall thing. It's like
At
drawing
least you were
and
doing something
coloring.
productive.
And creative.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking going to town with this, and finally about.
You were very methodical.
And also
about it.
like, not just doing it, but like, my jaw is trembling. I'm like. Licking my lips and doing all the lizard shit that you do when you're tweaking on
When
meth.
you're tweaking
And
out of your
focused.
fucking brain.
And focused.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I see the vision.
I just said you
And
were
about
being methodical.
Yes.
That was the
And
best.
about
Don't say it again.
I heard you the first time. And then about 2.5, 3 hours in, that's finally
It's not.
2.5, 3 hours in of me being like non-verbal, coloring, jaw shaking back and forth. She finally chimes in and is like, "Are you on Adderall?"
Nah.
And me being
She
me, I'm
thought
like,
of Adderall.
"No, why would I be on Adderall?"
You're like, I'm on meth.
When
I'm an
would I have
adult."
taken
It's just
Adderall?
a mute. No, I'm on meth.
Yeah, shut up, bitch. You dumbass. I'm on meth.
Because that was the thing back in the day, is like everyone was doing
Here, I'm
Adderall.
good. I don't want any more.
So I don't know how I got either she.
You know what else everybody was doing?
Yeah.
Meth.
Yeah. Either she was really unaware or just played extremely naive and
Well, women are stupid.
put up with my shit for years because I did a lot of like because this went on for like a week of like she would go home to be with her family and her dog and go to bed, and then she would come back over and I would still be like in the next stage of tweakerism because however much meth that he smoked with me in these 15 minutes was enough for me to be up for
That's
5
probably
fucking days, dude. And I was clear up for 5 days, and like but with no other meth.
I bet
right?
it was crank.
So
Yeah.
every time
She thinks you've also gone to bed and it's a new day, and you're like, no, it's a really long day.
yes, I'm on the longest day of the
And,
week.
in that moment, you're not thinking like this experience is a long day. You're like life is just one big long day.
Were you pretending to sleep?
I mean, yeah, she would go home.
You know what I mean? Like, did you ever know those people who were married? They would pretend to sleep. They would just like lay there next to their
and
spouse.
meditate.
And then when they
Just
when
try
they
as
woke up and
fuck
went to
on meth.
work, then
No,
they'd be
that's
back
crazy.
doing their thing.
That's insane.
No,
Yeah.
Yes, I knew somebody.
I knew a few people that would
Yeah.
do that.
Really?
Yeah, they would pretend.
No.
They would just lay there.
I never
And-
did that. But
Well,
I would
that's
like
good.
you know, when I was when
Yes, you weren't that bad.
when she was dating me and I was in the really heavy like crack binge, which I would like smoke crack all night and then I wouldn't answer her text messages until like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, as if like that's when I just woke up, and then be like, you can come over and hang out, and then she would come over and hang out, and then I would leave the room every 15 minutes
Damn.
to go fucking take a hit.
And crack's got more of a smell than meth.
For sure. Yeah.
I don't think that story's baloney.
I'm not fucking done with this story at all yet. But yeah, so she's like, she's coming over every day and seeing like the different stages of my meth tweak, and every time she goes home at night, I am out committing more shenanigans. I'm like out doing meth stuff with my friends who are tweaked on Adderall, and driving around shoplifting and going to Taco Bell and doing all those fucking things that we did when we were 19 years old and dumb as fuck. You know what I mean? Making, you know, selling dope, selling drugs and shit like that.
Absolutely.
I never cheated on her. I was never chasing other pussy. But
Yeah,
I
you
did
were
do
chasing
a
the dragons,
lot
what
of
you were
drugs
chasing.
behind her back.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I cheated on her with crack and meth.
Yeah.
For sure. So like, about the middle of the trip, this is also like, I'm still in high school at this point.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm still in fucking high
I
school.
was,
at
I was
this
too
point.
scared of
We're
drugs
like,
when I was in high school.
and we were also abusing cough syrup at the time.
Robitussin?
Yes.
So
that's when I would go.
hated it.
That's when I would go shoplift. That was like my shoplifting thing, right?
That's when it still had the dextromethorphan in it.
Yeah. It was Delsum. We were getting
That's
Delsum.
right.
Yeah, but God, this is a funny side story.
That's the dandruff shampoo, right?
Yes. Yeah, kids use dandruff shampoo.
Hated the taste.
Head and shoulders above the rest.
But so I'm out doing fucking shenanigans behind her back every night when she would go home, just fucking tweaked out of my mind. And probably about Wednesday or Thursday of this, because this was when I read up, it was like a Sunday night. So probably about like Wednesday or Thursday, like go 3rd or 4th day in the trip, I go out to Walmart with some of my friends, like my shoplifting buddies. You know, we would go out all the time and shoplift T-shirts from Walmart and all sorts of fucking shit, booze.
The thievery gang, that was the best.
Oh,
you had
dude.
a bunch of buddies that
Uh-huh.
were all fucking like just complete pieces of shit, and that you would literally any idea anybody came up with, everybody was like, "That's what we're doing today." Yeah.
We had this dude Derek, and he did this multiple times, but he would go and fill up an entire shopping cart with like beer, food, and like the best food and like all that shit, and like just do door dashes. Like, and fill up an entire shopping cart, and then just fucking beeline out the building.
As fast as you could.
Yeah, and then like get down the road and fucking put it in somebody's car, or put it in like the back of a truck that has the plates covered up, right?
We were camping.
Gotta
one
always
time.
remember to cover the plates.
Oh yeah, that's key. We were
Very
camping one time and we wanted steaks, but we were all broke. So we went into the grocery store, and I walked up, and they just formed a wall of bodies around me, just the 5 of them, all just like standing in the way. And I took the steaks and put them down in my fucking
Stealing
pants
steak.
and over it and walked. But it was like a pack of like fucking 8 big T-bones, and I was just like.
Dude, stealing
my
meat
way
is
out.
so fun.
I would like.
It's just stealing sustenance. It's like you feel,
But
you feel
stealing-
righteous about it.
stealing
Like I'm
steaks,
feeding myself.
I'm
Yeah,
feeding
I might as
myself.
well be a hunter.
But you never do it, and you're like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yes.
But it's never like.
I'm providing.
It's never like, oh, I need sustenance, and you go steal a loaf of bread and like some bologna or some cheese. No.
I'm getting the
I'm taking the
$70
shrimp.
ribeye.
Thank you.
But
very
also, like, if I'm going down for stealing food, it was
Yeah,
definitely.
give me the crab
like,
I'm gonna
legs.
grab
I
some
hear you,
wings
Jameis.
while I'm at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like 7 years late, but it's still fun.
It's still good. Yeah.
Still good. Shoplifting was fun.
I stole a
I
lot
stole
on Xanax.
so much shit.
They call them burglar bars, you know.
Burglar bars, yeah. I know a lot of people who were like, that would get barred out, and then they would just wake up like a drunk fucking pigeon that's stolen all the silver
But you
from around
steal
town. You know what I
dumb
mean? Just
shit, though.
wake up with the most random assortment
Yeah, you
of
steal
things.
dumb shit.
Like, yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it was all blue. Like, I stole blue things.
I had a group of buddies that just stole signs, like just road signs.
Oh, I've done that.
And it was a collection. It wasn't like, oh, just stop sign. They had a stop sign and a yield sign, and then they had a couple of them that were like random. There was one sign from like a part of town that was just like where the old courthouse was. And
God
shit like
forbid
that.
it was High Street.
Oh, High Street. Oh,
And
God.
you're getting
Oh,
that
for sure.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
definitely
was-
stolen. Yeah.
We didn't steal it, but there was a weed street in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It was in front of the train tracks, and it said, "Dismount your horse before crossing train tracks." And they stole that because that's like
Yeah.
that's the only one of those signs that still exists in the country. So they had that. But anyway, they had a fucking collection of shit. But yeah,
Yeah, you just
find
steal
all
the
kinds
dumb
of
shit.
crazy shit to steal.
We
You
used to
steal shit that you go,
Yeah.
We would clean coins out.
and the
of
next
a
day you're
fountain.
like, I can't believe I stole
fucking-
that.
Yep, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
We used to steal like North Faces and Columbia jackets from Kohl's.
How'd you get away with what about the magnet?
My
What about
buddy
the
had like a
magnet?
thing that we could take them off
Yep,
with.
yeah. You just had to have a buddy who worked at a department store
As a
and
young-
sold
as a
one.
young-
Oh.
Yep.
And they would just steal the magnet.
Yep. Pop it
And
off.
then you steal the first jacket you
Degenerates.
steal, you just steal like a 4X, and then you wear that jacket everywhere else that you go to steal jackets.
Ah.
Put it underneath the 4X, and it would just be like the rain.
I never really got into
It was
stealing
just
clothes.
the fucking slip over 4X, just boom. You know what I mean? So you like go in and be like, oh, I'm trying on this nice North Face jacket, Shabloop! And then you
That-
fucking beeline
and then
out the
you're out.
store,
Yep.
like looking at your
Yeah,
watch.
done.
Yeah, I never stole clothes.
We used to steal mostly fucking food, Sparks, and like Sparks juice, the original. Four
Oh,
Loko.
that's the energy drink with alcohol.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
like around the
people
time of the
died on
original
those.
Four Locos.
Yes.
Fuck
People
yeah.
died on those.
Yeah, they fucked people up.
I
dude.
remember those. Sparks. Oh, I haven't thought about that in so long, dude.
Yeah. But we
I
got,
had a really obese fat friend, and he loved those, and we used to
Like
always.
he died on it.
Yeah, no, well, we would always be like, dude, you shouldn't probably drink more than one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know, he might
That's a
be
hard
dead. I
story.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's alive.
The good old days.
so we go to Walmart late at night with the thievery crew, you know, to go fucking shoplift at 1 o'clock in the morning when nobody else is in the store, because that's the smart thing to do, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's go there when
Nobody will
nobody.
notice.
Yeah.
Nobody will notice us.
Tweaking in a
Tweaking.
store when nobody else
Yeah.
is there.
Also with my buddies Billy and Derek,
They're
who are
definitely-
also
they're
basketball
definitely, like,
players'
they're fine.
size, and we're just like walking around Walmart, white, at fucking.
He's your height, too?
Yeah, my buddies were like my height too.
And
Yeah.
I bet you were skinny as shit, huh?
I was definitely thinner than I am now. It was during the times that I was really abusing Adderall. The skinniest I ever got was Adderall, not cocaine, crack, or meth. it was Adderall that I really lost like a lot of my weight on and got like thin. Like, oh, you're losing weight at an alarming rate, Scott. Well, it's because I'm not eating.
Ding, ding,
But I am
ding,
eating
ding.
30 milligram Adderalls.
Yep.
They're time released and they're great.
Wow.
Here, I drew you a picture.
I hate Adderall.
Would you like to listen to Talladega Nights? Because we certainly won't be looking at it while we draw these pictures all night. Jesus Christ, dude.
But I did draw the entirety of Talladega Nights frame by frame.
Yeah. Because after it being on for that many nights
Look at
in a
this
row.
flip book.
Yeah, it sounds like a race car. That's how many pages there are. But anyway, so this particular night, I am on the hunt for Delsum, and I'm really the only one that's like tweaked out and been fucked up, like noticeably fucked. Like, hey, that guy's fucked up, right? Like, you shouldn't go out in public. Like, you're bringing the ship down.
Yeah.
But I fucking went out anyway. I go to steal Delsum, and the way that I would steal stuff back in the day is I would like pull my boxers up just like this high, make like a little kangaroo pouch. Just kind of stick something in there, and it hangs above your belt, right? And you just kind of walk out with it.
And you'd
in
be
that
like,
little
that's my
pouch.
gut. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I have
Exactly.
a hernia.
Especially in the fall and in the winter when you're wearing your fucking stolen jackets. Yeah, you can get away with it.
It was
But
a 4X.
On this night, I have, unlike all the other nights that I've been stealing Delsum, I've been up for 4 days from a fucking weird meth session that I had that I'm still trying to make sense of. And I'm wearing my fat kid pajama pants. They're like these fucking these plaid pajama pants. Sorry, not flannel. It's like plaid pajama pants.
Classic plaid.
But like from when I was a little fat kid, ones that my grandparents got me that was like, you're gonna grow into these
They
fat
could see
boy.
your little
So they were
bird
even
sticking
bigger
there.
than what I was supposed to be when I was
When
at
you
my
were
biggest.
fat. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So they were like, like this fucking wide
What kind
pajama
of shoes do you
pants.
have on, you think?
Probably slides or some fucking cheap like moccasin slip, like those cheap slippers with like the little fuzzy on the inside. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That everybody used
Just
to wear?
house shoes is
Just fucking house shoes, yeah.
Of course, with the plaid
So
fucking pajamas.
So I go to do this, like stuff it in my pant, whatever, like I do. But I'm wearing fucking so. Once again, this is a Walmart that we've been shoplifting from. Like and when you're so whacked out on drugs like I was, especially Delsum, it's so weird and dissociative that you start. It's like,
Oh, you were doing public stuff on it.
oh yeah, dude.
I saw Inglorious Bastards on it, and I had to leave because I was gonna puke.
Oh yeah, dude.
I hated
we were-
robo tripping.
But I was
hated
also fucking mixing it with Adderall or this particular occasion meth.
it. Yeah, I've never done that.
Yeah, it was fucking weird, dude.
This guy.
I tried road tripping once, but I didn't have enough.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know you
somebody-
had to drink the whole bottle.
Yeah,
It's gross,
somebody
man.
else.
It's
was-
gross,
was
is what it
fine.
is.
It's a weird kind of ugly high.
Have you ever
But it
ate a
was
bottle of
fucking free
Dramamine?
Because we were stealing it.
Ate a bottle?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
I've done that.
Yeah.
It makes you retarded for about 2 hours.
Right.
Like
so it
you
made you
can't-
normal.
You can't move. Like your motor skills, forget it.
Something.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't try it.
We'll do, and then we'll laugh at you.
No, I've done it already.
But it's such like just disconnected from reality, like Dramamine, that
Yeah, it makes you retarded.
You're retarded. You think that like people aren't gonna recognize you. Like this, you keep shoplifting from the same places as if
Yeah,
they're not gonna be like, we
Hey,
know
you just stole shit
from
here.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, you
the
didn't
same
throw up?
things.
You never
Also,
threw
yeah.
up?
Oh, I
same
definitely
things.
threw up several times
Does it
when I
make you
drank
puke?
Delsum. Yeah. But it always made you. It's like mushrooms. It's like it made you puke, but after everything
yeah.
already got in your
Harder
system.
after you-
Right. Well, it's
Yeah.
like you puke, but nothing. Like you didn't get out the chemicals.
No,
the
no,
chemicals
it's
were
in you.
already in.
Right, as if when you're on acid.
So it's really just your gut, like purging the fucking poison or the shit that's not supposed to be in your body, because it's like your liver isn't supposed to process that. It's not good for you. So it's like you need to push it out. Most of the times I puked, for sure. But so this night I fucking steal the Delsum, at this Walmart that we have been stealing from a lot in my pajama pants.
Same pair.
And we're like coming around the corner, and I can feel one of the Delson bottles start to slip. Right? It starts to slip. And I'm like, and we're like coming around the corner to go towards the, and we had a friend that like bought something too, right? That just so it didn't look like we were all just coming to Walmart as a mob to steal. Like we had someone that actually bought stuff. So we're like walking out through the things past the greeter, and as I'm like walking past the greeter, it slips from like my thigh where I'm kind of holding it and like maintaining eye contact. Like don't look at my hand. Because I'm certainly not stealing right now, and it's falling down my fucking pajama pant leg to like, by the time that I'm like getting to the door, I've lost all control of it, and it has fallen out of the bottom of my fucking pant leg, my Delson bottle, one of them that I stole, just like right in front of the fucking clerk.
Oh no.
Did you run?
Did I run?
Yeah.
As soon as I stepped out of, because this like happened like right as this is happening, and I walk out into a fucking officer's hands.
Oh!
No.
Wait, coincidence?
They had been.
Oh, because they had been
we had been
seeing
shoplifting
you.
there before and shit. Yeah.
Did he
And there was,
Fucking wait.
and there was like, yeah, and they were waiting for us to slip, and like I had literally like fumbled at the fucking goal line, and they like watched it happen.
Yeah.
What happened?
I didn't.
Did you get arrested?
No, I didn't get arrested.
How'd
It
you
was
not
just
get
like a
arrested?
citation and shit like that.
I'm gonna write a letter.
I didn't go to jail. I'm sorry.
This is insane. They need to go through new training.
Mason's mad because I got arrested.
No, you didn't get arrested.
That's what I said. Mason's mad because you got
You
arrested.
just said it wrong, but that's okay.
Did I?
It's okay.
It's probably the weed you've been
You're
smoking.
You're
I
gonna,
just
make,
didn't want to
It
feel
is.
bad about
He
it.
does.
you're gonna make a good dad one day, Nick. Hey, you fucked up. That's okay.
He
Hey,
does.
guess what? Guess what?
He's like,
I
you
still
can
love
still,
you.
yeah, you can still be you.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, your imperfections.
One day
make you
you're
perfect.
gonna have a bunch of friends.
You
that are
just remember
degenerates.
that you're
Make sure you
beautiful.
tell them what a good life you lived.
You just remember you're
Don't do that
beautiful,
to-
Scott.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's my meth
I believe
Walmart
that.
story.
That's a real story.
We'll decide at the end who's.
Oh,
telling.
sorry. Am I jumping the
Yeah, what are
gun?
you doing?
Like,
You're the best
Tell us.
contestant. You're really eyeing on the prize. though.
He's oh my god, he's so locked in. It's too aggressive.
Gabe's a liar. Sorry.
Just like in general.
well, for the podcast.
Oh, okay. For just this one.
Hey, actually, you know what's funny? I mean, spoiler alert. My first episode, you are the liar.
He's
Was
right.
I on that one.
I think
You were
so.
the liar.
It's been so long.
You were a liar.
I forget the stories that we told.
It was something about robbing a church and being on the roof.
The roof story.
Oh, the
Yeah, and you were like,
the
yeah,
pants
that did.
shitting roof.
Yeah,
story,
Is this the mall one?
yeah.
yeah.
I actually watched that.
Nice.
I forget what my story was.
He's the one who's watching the episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
the
found,
one.
we found the guy.
He's
Sorry.
almost like legally bound to do it though.
At this point, yeah. No, it isn't the
He
guy.
doesn't watch High
He is
Noon.
the-
Oh, I do. I mean, I have to every time.
Oh, that's right.
Look at that face he made.
Oh, I
Oh,
watched
I
it.
do.
No, I do. Trust me.
Watch High Noon, guys.
I do.
You should watch the High Noon podcast. We'll put a link in the description.
Okay.
Can you tell your
So
story?
I'm so high.
the first time that I ever did meth, I didn't smoke it the first time. I just snorted it. But
Lasts longer.
I was with a buddy of mine who we just like drank and did coke at that point. Like I had done some pills a little bit and like obviously smoked weed and shit like that, but like I think I had done acid once maybe, and like you know what I'm saying, I was just kind of dabbling, but I was doing like a lot of coke and drinking a lot. And so
Were you still being a youth pastor?
no, this was kind of right afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, this was.
This is when you realized you left the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw the light.
Yeah, you figured out it was all fake. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I didn't figure out it was all fake yet. I kind of dabbled back into it a few years later, and then.
You realized it was aliens.
Exactly. It's aliens, right? Yeah, there's no God except for Ra or whatever.
Robin Hood.
Ramen noodle.
See, we can all do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not a skill.
Oh, dude, Nick's been holding that in. He, like, as soon as I said a dumb thing, he was like, see, we could all fucking be an idiot. So, you're not
No, that was
It's
more
fun
than
though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I know it was a dig at Mason. I like
Exactly.
It's fun though, right?
Oh yeah.
We need to get you a microphone.
So
They'll fun no way.
we do, yeah. In the pod shed, he'll have a
Ooh.
shed.
Wait, you're doing a shed? Why? This is dope.
It's not big enough.
I know it's tight and we can't control like light and sound the way we want to in here.
And it's much further from downtown than ultimately I think we would like to be.
Yeah.
True, it is a hike.
It needs to be a little
It's not even that far. It's just there's
It's
pretty
far.
much always
Yeah.
real bad traffic, and
No,
you have
it's
to
far.
drive here when we're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's far.
It's not.
It's far.
Well, also,
It's literally like
It's a
11
safari.
miles.
takes me
It's not.
19 minutes to get to Vulcan.
It takes me 8.
So we were drinking one night, but we didn't have any cocaine, and so
Which is a fucking problem.
it is a problem, especially the way that we did both of those things. So we hit up one of our buddies that usually just had drugs in general, right? And he was like, "Oh, I got some shit for you. I'm coming over there. We'll fucking party tonight." And I was like, "All right, cool." So we had his parents' house free for like, I don't know. I think they were from Australia. I think they were like back home for like a week or 2 weeks, like period of time. So we were like, it's gonna be ragers every single night, just like party the whole time that they're gone, right? So he was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll be there tonight, and we'll get this started." I think this was the first night that they had left, right? So he shows up after a while, and we hit him up, probably like 5 or 6 in the evening, and he shows up at like 9, right? So at this point, we're drunk, and also like it's a little late to start like switching gears to like usually you want to start that party immediately, right?
Right.
So he shows up, and we're like, "Well, fuck it, he's here. He's got the shit. All right, like we'll do it." So he cuts out some lines, and we're both kind of looking at it like, "That shit's fucking weird." And
The
he
way
was
that
like,
the substance looked.
yeah, it just looked a little off, and
Than what you're used to.
yes, yeah, but it was like already powder in the bag that he brought, right? He didn't like crush it up, but and it's like a white powder, but like, you know what I'm saying? I was like,
White.
that's weird. And he was like, "Hey, this shit is like mixed. You got to be careful. Like sometimes it burns a little bit." And we were like,
Oh.
fucking whatever. Like,
Classic.
okay, good Coke, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. So like it tastes like fuel. Excellent. I love that. Yeah, can't wait for the joke. So my buddy takes the first line, and then the guy who showed up takes the second one, and buddy whose house it was, he was like, "Oh shit," and immediately like that side of his face started getting red, and he was like, "Fuck, burns a little bit." As I was already like going down for it, and I was like, "What?" And like they were pretty good. Like we were doing enough
Gaggers.
coke that
We were
like
doing
we
gaggers,
were
yeah.
doing fat ones, but like it hit me and immediately just like
You
shards
cried.
of glass in the fucking just like.
That's what happened. That's why.
Woo!
What's the dude that lost his?
Artie Lang.
Artie Lang.
Yeah.
He, snorted actual glass.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'll happen too, right? Yeah.
Lost
it's
his
like-
nose from it.
Yeah. And that and all of the cocaine.
Well, yeah, but that was the final one. That was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, the glass going through the thin membrane that was left from
Right,
all of the other
and it
things
just-
he had snorted. Yeah, tore the wall down.
Well,
So, so immediately
That's
we're
why I
like,
smoke
what
cigarettes.
the fuck is this shit? Like this is fucking.
Ouchie.
Like, yeah, this is and it burned for like a minute. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? And he's laughing,
Right?
right?
Tearing up.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're crying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's laughing, and we're like, what the fuck? And he was like, well, it's mixed with ice. And we were like, what the fuck? And neither one of us had ever even heard of that shit, right? We were like, what the fuck is that? He's like, it's kind of like Coke, it's just like a juiced up version. And then,
Oh,
I mean, in the 70s, they would.
Well,
yeah,
salesman.
exactly. Yeah, it was the first. Yeah, this was the first time anybody had ever made it. Yeah.
What year was this?
I just
2002, 2003, somewhere in that range. So I was like 20, 21, something like that in that range. So
This is right before 9/11.
No, 03 is after.
He said 2000, 2001. I like that.
Oh, I thought you said 03.
I
My
said
bad.
03.
Yeah, but what I heard you say was.
So what's
Oh,
the-
yeah.
That's
Don't gaslight me.
You were thinking that I listen when you talk. That's where we got. I see now.
That's mean.
Yeah, he's mean.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that. It's kind of his thing. That's how he gets the girls. So.
What?
Like, don't tell him.
I'm not mean.
So.
That's how he gets
Obviously,
the mean.
the fucking high hits, and we're like,
Man.
oh shit, this is fucking turbocharged cocaine. Woo! Right? And he was getting like, at this point we didn't know that, but at this point he was fucking hooked on that shit. Because he was getting really, really good. Like the shit you were talking about, just crystal fucking clear.
Yeah.
Just like ice.
Which is different than crank.
Yes, very different. So we're just fucking. Now it is a party, right? And so we're just doing lines of this and fucking drinking and blasting music loud and going outside and smoking cartons full of cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
And at one point I remember I started burping because the drip was just like giving me fucking gas. And I couldn't stop. Like I kept like swallowing and then burping and then swallowing and burping.
Yeah,
But I did it for
I
like
remember how
an hour.
Yeah.
And I didn't know.
Yeah.
And my buddy comes outside and he pulls me in and he was like, "Hey, if you can't stop doing that, we're gonna have to call the ambulance." And I was like,
Why? What does that mean?
I was
Why?
like, what are you talking about? And he was like, "You've just been sitting out there burping for an hour straight, like just on the porch by yourself,
Yeah.
like just leaning over the rail and just like."
I had a buddy that did that.
And I was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Yeah, like you didn't notice." And now it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. So like, no, I didn't notice time or anything, right? And so I sat down on the couch, and I remember thinking, I was like, "Oh shit! Like, am I not?
Yeah, is it bad that I'm
Yeah,
burping?
like, am I not in control? Like, what's happening? Like, is it bad? Like, do we need to call the ambulance?" And I'm kind of freaking out. But then all of that, the fact that my head was off of it, like I stopped doing the thing that was making me burp because obviously I was just tweaking on my insides, right? I didn't have anything to tinker with, so I was fucking doing it to myself. And so I calmed down, and he was like, "All right, let's go for a drive." And then he handed me the keys, and I drove. Like, just made me drive. Full tweaks.
I bet you were on point.
Oh, I was absolutely yes,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I was fucking high. Like, it's an interesting thing. Most people who do stimulants for like studying or partying or things like that, like you do it only to the point that it's a stimulant. And those people don't understand that like there's a point beyond that where it's euphoric. It's a different feeling. Which is the point where like you're basically your body's like, we're gonna die. And you're kinda
I
hanging
smoked
like
so
right
much
on the
meth.
fucking right on the edge of that, right?
I've smoked so much meth that I've just been coming on myself.
Yeah.
Oh
absolutely.
my god,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Just
dude.
come slowly
Just
trickling out.
dribbling. Yeah,
Dude.
just,
Dude.
yeah.
That's
Dude.
how euphoric meth can be.
Uh-huh.
Dude,
Your
you
body
are
was
not wrong.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
I was at a music festival one time, and I was on acid, and then we smoked meth after.
Uh-huh.
The next day, I was just sitting in a lawn chair, shaking my leg like that, and my dick got hard and I came.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I didn't even touch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just nutted all over myself, and then had to go, and I just went and changed my shorts. Insane.
Yeah. The first time.
Insane.
The first time
The
it
amount
happened
of
to me.
times I came in weird places and situations.
No,
and
but I
around
didn't even
people
touch
and
it.
stuff. No, I know, but I'm just saying, like,
I just came.
There was lots of weird coming.
I'm not even
during
sure
those
my dick
days.
was hard.
Wow, so many.
Dude, and by the way, it hadn't happened since. I wish I could just come. You know?
Yeah, but it wasn't like a like.
No,
like,
it was great.
It was just like a slow trickle.
I literally was like, "Oh my god, am I coming?" Right? And I just kept
felt like-
shaking my knee, and I was like, "I'm gonna come." This is insane, and I came. Crazy.
I remember just feeling
Meth
like I
is a
had to
wild
pee
drug.
while I was like playing Fallout or something. I felt like I had to like, just felt like a sensation in my dick, and I was like, I think I have to pee. And I'm like holding it, I pause and I go to pee, and I pull my dick out, and I'm just like, the inside of my boxers, I just like creamed myself like a girl or something.
Oh yeah.
Like literally.
The fucking
and
snail trail.
And like
Yeah.
I pull my dick out to pee and think that I'm like, released. Like released to pee. I think that I'm doing that, and then just like cum just trips out of my dick, and I'm like, oh.
I've shit so
Oh,
hard
that's
that
right. All the meth that I smoked probably had something to do with
Right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
But for you, it didn't feel good though.
It wasn't like a big.
Because when I did it, it felt like I was coming.
Right, mine was more of like a slow
side
release.
effect.
Right, yeah.
So I've also on meth.
It didn't feel bad.
Pushed so hard that when I was pooping, that I pushed out cum.
Oh, what?
Out of your ass, because you were
I swear to God, I was pooping.
Oh, God. Okay, we gotta get back to Gabe's story.
Can we edit that with no context,
Oh,
please?
yeah.
Face it,
What'd I say?
You said you pooped out cum.
Yeah. Oh, I meant from my penis.
Wait, there's poop coming out of your penis?
No, I was pooping
Uh-huh.
and I was pushing,
Uh-huh.
and then just liquid cum just came out of my penis.
Is your cum normally like solid or?
No, you know what I mean though. I pushed cum out of my
Or is
dick.
it more like a gaseous state? Or like plasma? Does your cum burn? Because that's a whole like.
Because
that's
of my
something.
hemorrhoids.
That's the whole thing. You gotta
when I
take
go to
the-
wipe sometimes,
the
I
cream, maybe?
hear air come out.
Oh,
Fucking
my
terrible.
God.
Please
Okay.
continue your
Yeah,
story.
please,
For me, it's
please,
just talking about this
please.
hemorrhoid. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
never
you
want to
don't
come
know.
again.
You don't know
we
about-
went from talking about
what do you do?
the
You don't know about my
euphoria-
flappy one?
Yeah,
What do you do?
I know, Mason.
About the
I've
flappy
heard
one?
you. Shut the
About
fuck up.
About the flappy one?
He's gonna do it regardless.
I got a flappy one.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
Alright, so Mr.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys know about Smokey and the Bandit.
Mr. Kerr.
Yep. So we go for a drive, and that was my first experience with shadow people. And
I mean, they
didn't
prefer
get-
black, but
I didn't get warned.
Imagine.
I don't give you that.
Imagine being downtown 6-7 days into a tweak though, and like you actually think you're seeing shadow people,
Right.
but you say it as you're walking down like 6th and Sabine. You're like, shadow people. You're like, what the fuck you just called me, dog?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh,
you called me a shadow. Fuck that guy. These shadows are out of control.
Which doesn't make it better.
And
That
also,
doesn't make the situation
hey,
better.
look, if I know a thing or two about 6th and Sabine, which I do,
I know.
I'm sure a little much. I'm sure that people do walk by there full
Oh,
tweet
yeah,
and
yeah.
see shadow people.
Yes,
I just want to know if they shout out about it.
I want to see how often. No,
Yeah.
not if it happens.
Yeah.
I just want to know if it's daily or hourly.
John
I do
Day.
have a new sketch idea though, and you're gonna hate it.
We get sketched out by how much meth we do. So I'm driving, and I got nowhere. Like I don't know. Also, like, again, like this is my first experience with it. I know nothing about this drug, and also he
Except
warned
that
me.
it's
You
awesome.
didn't really know that you're on the drug. You
Yeah,
think you
this-
just did some like amped up, just some it's premium.
No,
cocaine.
he did
no,
lie
he
to
told
you.
us.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
he
yeah.
told us after
Oh.
we did it like the first time. He was like, "Oh, it's ice," which we still didn't know what that was, but we were like, "Oh, it's a different drug, right?" But this is hours in. We've been doing lots of it, right? So I'm driving, and all of a sudden I was just like, "Oh shit!" Because a fucking shadow people came out of the woods onto the road, and I was like, "Oh!" And he just, I mean, pissed his fucking pants laughing harder than anybody's ever laughed in their life. And I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? A demon just came out of the woods, and then I ran it over. This is not good. This is not a good sign. There's no way this ends well. You can't run over a demon and then be like, ha ha ha. No, there's consequences. And I'm upset. upset. At this point, again, I'm still like in the church shit. Like I'm doing drugs, but like I still believe
you still think
all that
God's
shit.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that what you thought the shadow people
I
was?
have no idea.
Demons?
Yes,
Which,
absolutely.
I'm not gonna say the shadow
I'm not gonna
people
say they're
aren't
not.
demons.
I'm not gonna say meth isn't a shadow realm to hell, but or shadow realm or a fucking portal. You knew what I meant, yeah. So I fucking swerved and he laughs, right? And
How was it running across the road? Was it on all fours?
2 legs.
2 legs?
So I feel like it was standing. It was
Yeah,
like
2 legs,
I thought
2
it was
legs.
I thought it was a person.
Everybody knows demons run on 2 legs.
Yeah. Well, no, sometimes they if they get a good gallop going, you know what I'm saying? They'll get on there. So his thing was, and I remember this was a theme through all the years that we did meth. There's only a couple, but apple juice.
Was it?
Apple juice was he was like, you gotta have apple juice in you. He's like, because it gives you
orange
some
juice.
nutrients, but it's a liquid, so like you'll drink it because you're not gonna want to eat. And like that was his solution. Like, sure, do meth, but like
you saw
some
it.
apple juice.
We need to get you some apple juice.
No, that's what we were doing. That's what we were on the way to do when I saw the demon, right?
Okay.
That was his thing, right? So we got the apple juice, and then as we're getting back in the car, he's driving now, obviously, because I'm seeing fucking demons. And he was like, we're going on a mission. I was like, all right, fucking, let's go, right? So other buddy has already, like, he did a few lines and then ended up, like, drinking more and passing out on the couch, right? The guy who I was originally hanging out with. Now I'm just off with the dude who showed up with meth, right? Who's also one of our friends, but like kind of a French friend at this point because he's meth, right? He's in meth world. So we're going downtown. We live like outside in the suburbs, like right outside of Atlanta, right? But we're going like downtown. And we meet up with these people at like a, fucking high-rise little like condos or whatever, and this kid that comes out is like a young like Ken Jeong, you know what I'm saying? Just like a crazy fucking the comedian,
In Hangover. Like
specifically that character, in Hangover, but like a young version, like just like crazy.
To fuck on me?
He's
Chow.
very rich.
Fuck on you?
Chow, that's yeah. He's very rich. Well, his parents are very rich. And he's got a Hummer H2 that is bright pink. He is gayer than the day is long. I mean, the gayest person I'd ever met in my life. And then obviously we all hop in his bright pink Hummer H2, right?
Horny as fuck on meth.
Oh my god, just like crazy. And so his plan, my buddy that we were with, his plan was that this guy always has drugs, right? Like, and he'll do most of them, but like, you can get some free drugs from it, right? That was the idea, because he was out of meth at this point, right? But and at this stage, I'm already hooked. Like you said, I've tried it, so I'm already hooked on fucking meth. So I'm like,
best stuff ever.
More meth, right?
Yeah.
So
Always the best thing you want to hear.
yeah, absolutely,
More meth,
more
yes.
meth, or just drugs in general. And
Also,
he was
like how
doing-
this guy like did meth with you guys, and then ran out of meth, and then knew that he could go hang out with somebody that had drugs that he could do, and decided to bring you guys along with him.
Not both of us. No.
Just
the guy whose house we were at, he's passed out back in the house. I've left with just Meth Man. So, and I'm just going on solo adventure with Meth Man, yeah. So we get into his bright pink Hummer H2, and he's driving fucking insane, right? Like a very wealthy, drugged out person, right? Like he's passing people doing 100 miles an hour,
Being obnoxious.
But like in the like middle lane, the suicide lane and shit, like going into the oncoming lanes of traffic, shit, just like driving like a crazy person. And that was one of the things that I was always really good about. Like if I had drugs, or especially if I was doing them, I drove.
You still drove
really
like a gentleman.
Oh yeah.
Really better, probably,
Oh, yeah.
because I'm not trying to get fucking.
I'm
busted.
driving Miss Daisy when I'm fucking.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Any kind of fucked up. That was the thing. Like, drunk, coked out, fucking didn't matter what it was. I always drove over the top well, right? And he's driving like a crazy person, and I've never experienced that before. So I'm in the back, like, freaking out.
Stressing
Also,
out, yeah.
it's a giant fucking thing, and I'm like, if he rolls this bitch, we're fucking dead. And he's doing lines of fucking Molly, and then meth, and then
rules.
And then he's popping some kind of pills, right? And sharing none of it, right? So I'm in the back just pissed, because, like, at this point, I just wish I'm back asleep in the fucking...
So he's just driving y'all around while he's partying.
Right? We're on a mission, right? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know about meth missions at this point. Like, I didn't understand what that meant, right? So you're going to steal something. That's what's happening. So we're driving through fucking Atlanta, and then we go, like, up kind of to the north side and out of the city, and we come down this, like, kind of... It wasn't like a dirt road. It was that, like, crush and run shit that's, like, kind of gravelly. But he just, like, slams on the fucking brakes, and we're, like, in the woods, and there's not really anything, and he kind of pulls over and turns the lights off. And he was like, alright. So, apparently, and the story was, he had a guy that he was dating, and he had bought him a car. And it was just, like, a shitty little, like, Chevy Avea, right? Like, it was a shitty car. But then he broke up with him, and then kept the car. And he was like, fuck that. We're taking the car back, right? And he was like, I bought it. It's in my name. Fuck him. It's not stealing. We're just taking the car, right? So I was chosen, because I was the only one who wasn't getting any drugs, to be the person to drive it back. So they're like, here's the keys. And so I had to walk down the rest of that road and up the little fucking driveway. And fortunately, it was at the end, just sitting there. And I turned the key, and at this point, I didn't know if any of the, like, if the car is going to turn, if this was all just, like, a prank, you know what I'm saying, or if the cops are going to, I'm also, like, tweaked out, and I just ran over a demon. Who knows what the fuck is going to happen. Car starts, right, we back up, and as we're pulling out, I see the lights, like, come on, and then I followed him, crazy style, back to his apartment. And we get back, and they get out, and they're all laughing and having a good time. And obviously, they've done more drugs on the drive back, and that was when the meth man got, like, he got drugs, and I've got nothing at this point. And now, like, it's obviously the meth is wearing off, but, like, I'm fucking over the whole experience. Yeah, absolutely. So we get back to his apartment, and he gives me a little bump, and then he was like, "All right, cool, thanks, guys." And then he just, like, goes inside. And then my buddy, Meth Man, was just like, sorry, I thought we would get more out of that. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I just stole a fucking car. Like, and at this point, like, I don't know, and I had done lots of shady shit at this point, and I didn't really care if it was his or not.
Not so Slim Shady.
Oh,
sorry.
He's done that one to me before.
Have not.
Probably on the first episode.
No,
yeah, I've definitely heard that
I don't
exact
think so.
same thing. For sure.
your track record doesn't.
I would also
make
send
your
it
case.
to
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
real. I don't think that's happened.
Yep.
No,
So
that's not true.
we get back in his car. He drives me back, and then when we get back, he's like, "All right, I snatched a little bit of shit from him, and he's got some fucking." And that was the first time I saw it, like, in crystal form. And he's got a little baggie of some rocks, and he crushed them up, and we did some more, and then we did that until, like, the sun came up, and the next morning, and then Buddy finally wakes up at, like, I don't know, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the afternoon, late. And I did the kind of what you were talking about with the people who go home to their wife. I was on the couch like, oh man, that was crazy. I only got a couple hours of sleep, man. Fuck, you fell asleep first. I bet you feel way better than I do. So, but we talked about it and at that point, I was hooked at that stage, and that was like right when my mom was getting sick, right before she died and shit. So, so at that point, I was like, all right, I'm in a ride. Also, just like the crazy situation that happened, I was like, I'm interested in chaos in my life at this point. But the guy's house we were at never did the shit again, but he would always talk to me about it, like, in the months after, before he knew that I was, like, off the rails. He's like, do you ever think about doing it again?
You were on the rails.
Well, I was very much on, they were hot, those rails. But he would always be like, do you ever thinking about, like, he's like, I don't want to do it, I'm never going to do it again, but, like, do you ever just, like, out of nowhere, you're just like, fuck, I really want to do it. And I'm like, yeah, it's bad shit, man. You gotta stay away from it. That was always like my responsibility.
Dude, sometimes I randomly smell
You
it.
gotta just not do it.
Yeah. And then you would go in the
Well, I
bathroom
smell the
and shower.
fucking smell of the glass.
Yeah, that's what I'm
heating
saying.
up,
Like,
yeah.
dude, I've ran. You never forget that smell.
No.
You never forget it.
No. I smelled it on 6th Street like a
Oh.
week or two ago, and I was like,
I've smelled it.
there it is.
Yeah,
There it
you
is.
never forget it.
Every once in a while, I catch a whiff of either that or crack. And it doesn't even have to be that substance; just be like some precursor substance that kind of smells like. Sometimes you just
See,
catch
I don't
little
even-
weird
yeah.
smells.
There's all kinds
And
of
it'll
smells
start-
that are involved
See,
in
that's
the
the
whole
thing. I don't know that I'm
experience.
even actually smelling that. I might be smelling something else.
But yeah, it
But I'm
sets,
like,
it
that
sets off
smells
that
like
bell
that.
in your brain,
Yep.
and you're like,
I remember one time somebody made you call them pookies, we call them a chalet, the pipe, but he made a shabong that he just like put
Oh,
into
fuck.
I've
Yeah.
smoked a meth bomb.
a Gatorade.
They sell
bottle
them now at the
with
fucking.
with Gatorade in
Say
it.
that. Oh.
And so for like years after that, I couldn't smell that particular. It was one of the pink flavors of Gatorade without being like
I think it's crazy.
meth.
The
They
first
actually
time that I
sell
smoked-
bombs now.
That is,
Yeah, that
They
have a
actually
fucking
have
meth
them.
piece
Yeah.
out. Yeah,
We used
Which-
to have to make
That's
ours.
Which I'm glad that they did that after, because if that was around when I was,
Forget it.
Oh
Forget
yeah.
it.
Stop it. Yeah.
I'd have ruled the
It
world.
there was a lot of times I didn't do meth because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get a
I'd
pipe.
have
The
been the
place
king
that I
of
always
Polk
get
County.
them knows me, and they're not gonna sell because they'll only sell them to every once in a while, and they know the cops are paying attention sometimes, and so like, yeah.
When I was buying
No,
meth,
I could
worst-
just go get a fucking meth bomb.
The
Dude,
worst
when
part about yeah, go ahead. Man.
when I was buying meth pipes, you would call it. I got to get a rose.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they were
The little glass
paperweights,
rose.
but inside so it was a meth pipe with the ball, but it had a rose in it, and you had to pull it out to be able to use it. So you buy it, but they sold it as a paperweight.
The ones that I got didn't have a
Crazy.
hole on the top, so you'd have to. Get
Oh,
a
see,
torch
ours had a
lighter
hole.
and heat it up and blow out.
No,
your
we
own
had the hole. We had the hole.
I always get. Only time I smoked out of a pookie with meth was that time I told about my story. Other than that, it was always crack and just like the straight stem.
Straight
and
pipe,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
a glass
Yes.
thing too. You
The
just
tweaker I
take the
lived with.
foil, you go, and it just.
Yeah, the tweaker at Shiloh, the tweaker I lived with, he would make his own pipe out of a straight piece. He would make his own little ball on the end.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but he's the one that showed me Hot Rails, and my God,
Yeah, that is Hot Rails.
he
Yeah,
didn't show me him, but I did him with him. Oof.
that's
My
a
God.
gnarly way to consume a drug.
It's
It
what.
is.
So for those of you that don't know, a Hot Rail is when you snort a line
I
of
don't know. That
meth
you can do this
with a hot straight pipe, and you blow out smoke after you snort the line.
Yeah, no, I know what.
I was doing it for your audience.
Timestamp that.
Yeah. Oh, should we not?
I don't think you can describe that in that detail. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
What? Don't do it.
There you go.
That works.
I'm doing
I'm
it.
just trying not to get demonetized.
I'm doing it as science.
Our videos are big. You know what I'm saying? There's lots of people see it. And I don't want them to get.
I don't wanna get
You don't want to be
Shadow banned.
demethitized.
But legitimately, yes,
Legitimately.
I don't want.
All right, who was lying? Who's telling the truth? Stolen car, stolen
They
car.
They
Also,
both,
that-
well, that time they both sounded real. The stolen car might have been fake, but I know you've done meth.
Yeah.
I think yours was completely true.
You do?
Because I think you dated a crazy bitch, and you were hiding drugs, and then you did all the meth. I don't know about the stolen car situation, or the meth man. That might have been not true.
You want to tell him? Should I tell him? You want to tell him?
Purchase heart.
You didn't have a crazy girlfriend?
I had a crazy girlfriend.
He's got one right now.
Yeah, but I didn't get caught
He hasn't
stealing
met her
Delsum.
yet.
I never got caught stealing cough syrup.
Oh, that sounded. I mean, you seemed like you would.
See, like
Wow.
something I would do.
He told that
He did
lie.
that last time too.
Yeah. Oh, it was the communion. You still.
I
And he was
still
like,
think
yeah,
that.
yeah. You seem like you're going.
You
that
seem
route.
Yeah.
like you're capable of
Oh,
thievery.
fucking asshole.
You seem like a thievery person.
Yeah, I mean, I did steal a lot. I stole plenty of Delsum. I just never got caught.
So you weren't lying.
No. Well, you know, he can make a mix of
No,
meth
yeah, the
stories.
story was a lie.
So you
yeah.
did steal Delsum, but it wasn't in front of your girlfriend?
Well, no, he didn't get caught. It didn't get drop out of his leg.
Oh, that part was fake.
Yeah.
But the girlfriend stuff, that was all real?
Oh, having a bitchy fucking shitty girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I don't get it, because
No, well, it can.
that means
it's
you
false.
added a tag to your story that was a lie.
No, the story he told was not true. The fact that he had a bitchy girlfriend was true, but the story was a lie. Other than the fact that he just happened to have stolen. Obviously, where do you think the lies come from? There has to be some kind of inspiration. He did steal Delson once.
Alright, whatever.
I never
True
got
Guys
caught. I
Podcast,
never got
right?
The story was that I was.
Motherfucker.
You told a story about how you got caught stealing on meth, so I told a story about how I got caught stealing on meth. I never got caught stealing on meth. I lied. Does that make
But,
sense?
yeah, because you were like, I did do meth, but the story was fake.
Yeah, it's a fake story.
Yeah.
So he was.
He can't handle it.
I
He
know.
just doesn't want to be
His
wrong.
heart is
He
broken.
just can't accept the fact
I
that
think
he
that's more what it
got it wrong. Did
Well-
you get it wrong on the first one, or did you get it right?
No,
The first
yours,
episode.
no, because you tried to
You got
say
it wrong.
you were on stealing from a church and you were on the roof of the church. You were the mall preacher or whatever.
Yeah.
You were like,
What was
yeah.
your story that time, though?
That was when I
My story was
got,
true, obviously. The cat's out of the bag. But.
That was when that dude shot my truck and broke into it and slashed the seats, and then we went to his place and I threw the cinder block through the window. That was that.
Oh, yeah.
Hit a man on a moped.
Yeah, followed him on the moped. Yeah,
Yeah.
ran him over with the car.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. Which
I
is
like
not
that
a
story.
lie. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Good story.
Beyond the.
Well, if it makes you guys feel better, I liked them both.
What's fun is the stolen car sounds way more like a lie than stolen cough.
Wait, so the stolen car's real?
It wasn't stolen. It legitimately was his.
Right,
Yeah, it was
but
this weird
still, like
situation.
it still felt like you were like stealing.
For
it,
sure,
you know what I mean?
yes,
Like,
absolutely.
At
yes.
the time.
And you did call him the Meth Man.
Ooh,
No, I just didn't want to say his name.
Yeah.
Because he.
Well, Meth Man's still funny.
Yeah. Now I know why.
Yeah. I'll tell you off camera.
Yeah, we'll talk off camera. You have any plugs?
Yeah, plug your shit.
Just my butt plug.
Yeah, no
No.
shit.
Can you get two in there? One of
I have
each?
to pee so bad. Please go check out my podcast, The High Noon Podcast on YouTube. These guys have both done it. It's available on all audio platforms. Allah.
It is available on halal
Allah.
audio platforms.
And that's not a Stoney Baloney lie. And
Like
also, please go to Vulcan. At the end of every month, I do Midnight Mass comedy
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. Come check out
Yeah.
Midnight Mass.
Oh, we're on TikTok now.
Yeah, high noon,
High-
underscore pod, baby.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
High Noon
on
underscore
TikTok.
Pod. That's on Instagram and
It's
TikTok.
fancy. The link will be down here.
Yeah, cool. Thank you guys for
Fuck
having
yeah,
me.
thank you for
Dude,
being on.
thanks
That
for
was a
doing
very
it,
good
man.
story.
That
That
was
was a lot of
fun.
fun.
We've been
Yeah,
aching to
fuck
get you back on ever since
Yes.
we kind of really had our.
Since now we have a
We have a
real
Yeah, this
setup.
is sick, dude.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
These are fucking.
And give your stories the quality
Oh,
of
yes,
audio and video
absolutely.
that they deserve.
Yeah.
People can
Yeah.
see you and fucking
Yeah.
hear you. You know what I mean? You deserve that.
I just
The
have
first
a,
one's
I had
still
a
up.
fucking
It's still up,
phone
though.
stuck to the
To the window.
window. It was
It's
amazing.
still up though. The
But we
first one's
fucking
still
did it.
up.
We did the first one. Now
Yeah,
look
that's
at
why
us.
we're here.
Yeah,
You know?
and also.
Shout out to Absurd Junk for fucking
Yeah.
Yes.
helping produce High
Yes,
Noon
for making
and
this
Stoney
shit
Baloney for
real.
making all this happen.
Yep.
Oh, and also I got a sketch coming out
Yeah, it'll be silly.
that I'm pretty excited. I'll show you guys when we get done.
Cool.
Nice.
What's it gonna be called? Do we know yet? We
I don't
what
know.
it's called.
Mason's workout routine.
But it'll be on the YouTube page.
And your Instagram or
Mason Smith comedian.
do you have a link tree?
No, I don't.
You can make
I
one.
like Smoking Tree.
Me too. Let's get off the podcast and do that.
Alright.
You got anything you want to say? Talk about?
Nope.
Okay.
Bye.
We got Dress to Kill all the rest of this year.
That's a sick show.
It's a very good
It's
show.
yeah. Gabe is gonna be on December 16th when we do the Ugly Sweater Party. December 2nd we have a show.
Wait a minute.
November 11th we have a show.
You told me it was just a sweater party.
I thought he was gonna say
Whatever.
we're gonna have Gabe on the
I know.
ugly edition.
October 2nd, Halloween, November 11th. Go check out the link tree. All the fucking tickets are there. Come see a show. Dress the fuck up. Gabe will be there. Mason might be there. It's about overdue to have you guys back. So.